we are live. Look at us go. Hello.
Wow.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tal'Dorei, A New Dawn, a Soul Bear RPG, Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition production. Sorry, talking's very hard. I worked all day, and now I'm doing this, so bear with me for just a second as I get the rust off the gears and get everything turning. My name is Brian. I will be your Dungeon Master today. Before we get started, I wanted to give a quick shout-out to my cohort, partner in crime, who is not with us today, Quinn Sullivan, who actually had tweeted Matt Mercer initially and got his blessing to run this show. So just wanted to give him a quick thank you for doing that, because if he didn't do that, probably never would have been inspired. No, definitely wouldn't have been inspired to actually do this. So thank you to him. And with that, we're going to do some quick character introductions, just so you can get to know everybody if you weren't here last week and didn't get a chance to watch, and say hi. And then we'll just jump right into the game. So, Sai, why don't you tell us about your character, describe him to everybody real quick, if you could, please.
Hello, my name is Sai, but I'm playing Alexio today, and he is a noble person from Marquette. He was born into a wealthy family in charge of the trade of Marquette. And he has an interesting fighting style, and that's it really.
What does he look like for everybody?
He's like 6'1", tall, dark, and handsome, kind of built. He has long flowing brown hair with green eyes, tan skin. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Carrie, why don't you tell us a little bit about your character? Give us a brief description.
Sure. Her name is Sanguine. She is a halfling drunken master monk, or at least well on her way to be. She goes around actually genderless. She has like a mask over top of her face. You can see the green eyes kind of coming through. Brown fur coming down off the back. You can actually go to my Twitter page, and there's a pretty rough sketch of her that I did. It gives you a general idea anyways.
It was an awesome sketch.
Oh, thank you, Maddie. But yeah, and last we saw, she landed her butt in jail, so we'll see what happens today.
All right. Maddie, you'll be introduced in-game, so we're just going to skip over you for now. Sorry. Riley, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about your character, give us a brief description.
Okay, so I will be playing Sylvia Strea. She is an Air Ganassi, celestial warlock. She is also a fortune teller. She has light blue skin, real light white hair, and I think I decided on yellow eyes. She does have some like white glowing tattoo things going on. I haven't fully decided on like what design, but it goes with the race. And she wears, I think I have leather armor and make it very like fortune tellery, so it's all spooky looking.
All right. Dana, why don't you tell us a little bit about your character and a brief description, if you could.
Hi guys, I am Dana. I'm playing Reyna St. Clair. I'm a wood elf rogue. She has like shoulder-length, wavy, dark brown hair, dark black hair, like hazel eyes with amber. She's olive skin tone. She's got a couple of scars across her body. The main one is like down her cheek against the side from what, who knows. She's a ranger by day and a rogue literally every other time, but she's pretty exciting.
Okay. With that, we'll do just a brief recap of what happened last session. There was a high demand for me to try to do that in song, and I did give it the old college try. But turns out that's really, really hard to do. So I didn't do it. Because turns out I also have a day job, and yeah, just didn't work out. So the last session, the first session, you all met at the Festival of New Dawn, and it was the Midnight Feast. It was right before the big play about all the changes that happened the year prior. Tad Cooper came out and sang the Song of Change, and it was very nice. Alexio kind of ended up bringing you all together in a way by just coming over with some drinks and introducing himself, and you all started chatting amongst yourselves and spent most of the night together until there was an unfortunate assassination where one of the council members of Tal'Dorei specifically Shendal Martori, who was representing Emon at the Council of Tal'Dorei, was killed. And in the confusion, Sylvia was able to get through with Alexio's help to inspect the body and found a poison dart, which pointed to the direction of the clasp. However, it was not really known exactly what that meant at the time. Alexio managed to gather you guys all together and get you all to the guard tower using his smooth-talking skills to convince the guards that it's in their best interest to work together with him on this. And you were with Reyna's help, he was able to spot the sewers that the clasp went into, as Reyna kind of knew what kind of dark places to look for to see what might be out of place and to help track. With that, you all went into the sewers and did your best to track the assassin, and were in turn attacked by somebody who was making their home down in the sewers. It was definitely a class member, although they didn't seem to be involved in whatever was going on above. It just looked like a crime of opportunity. You guys were walking past, he happened to notice you, and you guys were able to dispatch him with pretty relative ease, and then came upon the clasp encampment towards the lower slums, underneath the city in the lower slums. Reyna talked to the guard there, or one of the guards there, and managed to get some information that will not be shared right here, but was also given a brief description of the assailant, and you guys were sent on your way, knowing that it was probably best not to try to push your luck down there in the sewers alone. With that, you guys decided to call it a night. For the most part, Sanguine, having been dumped herself in the sewage, was covered in shit, and there were bath time shenanigans as Sanguine did her best to get herself clean, and did manage fairly well, except for her armor, which was not so fortunate, and bunked up with Sylvia for the night. In the morning, Alexio met with the Council of Tal'Dorei to discuss a trade agreement between Tal'Dorei and Marquette, specifically Shimal, where he is from. From there, Reyna had a visitor, which was her contact in the clasp that she has, which she had left a note for to discuss things, and the two hatched a plan to get themselves out of this mess. Meanwhile, Sylvia and Sanguine decided to go about the town and kill some time while waiting for Alexio to be done with his meeting, and Sanguine decided to get in a fight with a stranger, a large half-orc, who she thoroughly thumped, but then kind of forgot that the city was in a state of alert due to the assassination the night prior, and Sanguine was promptly arrested while Sylvia was able to get away for now. And that is where we will pick up.
Oh no.
With Sanguine in chains being led to the military district to face trial for a simple assault. I mean, let's be honest with ourselves. It wasn't like it was a murder or anything.
No, this time.
This time, yeah, no. Sanguine made sure to not kill the half orc and just to knock him out. You know, a fun, friendly fight. Sure.
More or less.
But as Sanguine, you are being led away to the Black Bastille. Sylvia, you see the guards leading Sanguine away in heavy, heavy chains. And that is where we'll pick up.
No. Oh no, no, no. What do I do? So Sylvia remembers that she was supposed to meet everybody. Where were we supposed to meet again?
You guys were supposed
At
to meet
noon?
where the play was, where the feast was the night before. Over in the Cloudtop district, where like that amphitheater area was set up.
Okay, so I'm gonna finish putting on my disguise, the rest of it, and then wait at the meeting point.
Okay, roll me a
purposely
deception, real quick.
Deception. No.
I just want to see how
Okay.
good your disguise ended up being.
Okay. Skills, abilities. Okay, that's good. 22.
All right, yeah, you're a pro. You got this disguise on point. Your hair is perfectly hidden under the wig that you hastily had thrown on. And you managed to kind of just retouch up your makeup in a certain way that it actually accentuates certain parts of your face that it didn't before to try to change your appearance as much as possible. And yeah, you blend in with the crowd quite easily for now.
Okay, I'm just gonna wait for everybody to meet there. Because I don't know what to do.
So you still have about a half hour till Alexio is done with his meeting and free to meet right over there. So it's about 9:30 at this point. Or rather, it's just about 10 because his meeting was at 10. So, at this point he's in the meeting. So, roughly half hour to an hour until he's there. And then we'll actually follow Sanguine as, at this point, with Sylvia getting herself to blend in and making her way over to the cloud top. By that time, the guards have led you to the Black Bastille, and the large gates open up at the front. It's a big, it's actually like a brick building, and it's thick white brick, large and made to house everyone from the worst society has to offer to those who just need to sleep off some public drunkenness. This is kind of like their catch-all jail. The entrance is made of thick wood, stained black, with a marble arch over the front of with the visage of a hooded, armored woman sitting atop a throne of pillars, and the words "peace and order through structure and law" carved underneath. And as you're led through the thick wood doors, you can see kind of like a staging area where new prisoners are brought in, and the guard just looks at the guard station in there and says, "Yeah, we got this one. Disorderly. Started a fight. Simple assault. Nothing major. We don't need a locker or him or whatever this thing is away." And you make a face, and he just kicks you. He's like, "Hey."
No, that is abuse.
He just looks over at the other guard. "Hey, did you see anything?" They just shake their head.
Yeah. I see. You don't think I see? I see what's going on. Can't outsmart me.
Okay. With that, you're led to a holding cell, and in that holding cell, you see Maddie. Why don't you describe yourself? Sanguine here.
Okay. I am I'm a hobgoblin. I have reddish skin with short black hair, kind of like shaved up the sides. Am I wearing like my normal attire?
You would have your normal attire. You just don't have any of your like equipment or weapons or anything like that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. He's suited up in studded leather with like a royal purple like sashing across his body. He wouldn't have that. No. Yeah. He looks generally. He has a definite resting bitch face. As most hobgoblins do. So.
Okay, so Sanguine, you're kind of shoved into this cell with this really mean-looking hobgoblin who's just sitting there kind of lazily on the cot, awaiting whatever's to happen with him, which you don't know about yet. And then the door slams shut behind you. You hear this clunk, clunk, and the jingling of keys in the lock as the guards walk away to go process somebody else.
Did you see that? Did you see what they did? Did you see that?
Yes.
Roll perception, Garen.
I'm still trying to find my voice there. Okay.
No problem.
Yeah, I was gonna go deep, but not Noakes. Perception. Oh, yay. +0. Oh, 16.
Okay, yeah, you definitely saw, and you're just like, okay, yeah, you were paying attention. Because you're sitting there, it's pretty boring, and for a minute you were lost in thought, but the sound of somebody else being brought in kind of caught your attention.
Yeah. You okay?
No, I need medical aid. Like, stat. Yesterday.
Is she still covered in soil and stuff?
Oh yeah, her armor is still covered in. It's at this point dry again. It's just dried feces.
Okay, I'll cast prestidigitation.
Okay.
And just clean her up.
Okay, it takes you a little bit because you have to do kind of chunk by chunk.
Yeah.
Sanguine, are you okay with this, or are you kind of like, what the fuck's happening right now?
She's like, what the fuck? But she's also kind of like, what? Mm? Oh. Oh. I mean, huh? You need to travel with me because I could use that. I need that. You. What's your name?
My name is Garen.
Goblin?
Garen.
Goblin.
Garen.
I'm hearing you, Goblin. You're a good guy, Goblin. Thank you. Thank you, Goblin. This is much better. People, this chick, she puked on my back. You know what? Have you ever had puke run down your back?
No.
You wanna? Because I might have to soon. Ooh.
No. You need a puke, you point over there.
Point over there. Puke?
Puke over there.
Point and puke.
Sorry.
Making me break character, Maddie.
You're making me break character.
Okay, so as you two are kind of getting to know each other, Reyna, what have you been up to this morning after your meeting with your contact?
I probably would have asked around to a few people I know to like maybe drop hints that I'm looking for certain people. All in Thieves' Cant, of course. Just trying to see if anyone has any hint of any kind of like other myriad contact in the city.
Okay, roll me an investigation.
Yee. That is 12.
12. It takes you the better part of the morning, but you do hear word of a Myriad member who is a little bit more, we'll say eclectic, tends to stand out a little bit more than somebody in Myriad would. You learned the name Cassandra Yavol, but that's all you know. All you got was a name. You didn't even really catch where you would find this person, but the name you definitely got.
Okay. Eventually I'll mosey on over to where I'm supposed to meet the others when it's closer to time.
Okay, so yeah, it's about that time, and Reyna, you meet up with Sylvia, and then at this point, Alexio comes wandering over. Reyna and Alexio, you notice that Sanguine is late, but Sylvia, why don't you take it from here?
Okay, guys. So how was your day?
Pretty chill. Pretty good.
Interesting.
Okay, so Sanguine's in jail.
What?
And
What?
so I might be wanted if you're wondering why I'm wearing this wig and stuff. I'm really surprised you recognized me, actually, and I'm kind of upset. But we should probably go save her. Yeah.
Wait,
Where
what?
do they keep them?
But what happened?
Oh, it's just a little tussle. There's nothing to worry about. I got away though.
Roll deception. And Reyna, go ahead and roll insight.
Deception. I have a +5 and I got an 8.
Nat 1.
Oh.
Yeah, it was just a little tussle.
Enough.
A total misunderstanding. Could have happened to anyone.
Yep.
The guard can be kind of tense sometimes, I can see. Definitely.
Yeah.
Is there to be a trial?
I do not understand how law works, which is why I ran away.
Generally not a good idea, but you managed to make it out, so there's that.
Alexio thinks to himself, what has he gotten himself into?
So you guys ready? Let's go get Sanguine.
Yeah, they're probably holding her in the Bastille. That's not good.
Guess we...
It's hard to get
Yeah,
to get out.
She's probably gonna get into a mess too, and she already smells bad, so we should get her out soon.
No, what do you? She didn't bathe.
No, she did, but the armor, there wasn't a washroom for clothes. So I did the best I could, okay? Nobody else helped me try to clean her
At
up.
least we'll be able to find her by smell.
I threw up.
The whole city smells like that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, let's just go. And I kind of push him in the direction.
Should we come up with a plan to get her out first? Maybe.
Sylvia just kind of stops and is like, huh.
Let's walk and
I have
talk.
not
Walk and
gotten
talk.
far.
Let's go.
Yeah, so you guys are kind of making your way. From the Cloud Top District, it's not that far a walk, but you guys do have some time to kind of formulate a plan as you're traveling.
We could just. Does she have a bail? Do we just pay money?
If it's just for a minor thing, they're probably just gonna hold her for a little while, question her a little bit from about last night, and then they'll probably let her go in a little while.
I'm
But
sure
who knows?
that gold greases the hands of many.
Yeah,
They-
I'm
they might
broke. I
just
have
let her out.
nothing. But Alexio, I know you have money. You should definitely pay to buy her out.
Can I insight that she's broke? She
Uh,
was very
How
eager
rude.
to say that she
Yeah.
was broke.
yeah, roll insight. Sylvia, don't tell me what you're rolling, but either roll deception or persuasion, depending on if it's the truth or a lie.
Okay.
And then just say the number.
Look at that face.
23.
I got a 14.
Okay, Sylvia, you just met her. She's pretty hard to read. It's hard to say if she's being honest or not, but all you can do is take her at her word.
Well, I guess let's see what the going price is to get a little furry person out of
Well,
jail.
before we spend any money, maybe you two go in asking for if they've seen someone. I can sneak in, unlock her door, and she can let herself out.
I don't feel like prison break is the best idea.
But would you want to waste your finances on this? We don't even know her that well.
Gold is frivolous.
I don't know. She seemed nice.
I'm up for whatever you guys decide to do. It's just a suggestion.
I don't know if Sylvia going with us is the best idea. I mean,
Probably not.
we
Why? They won't
obviously
recognize
saw
me.
right through her disguise.
My disguise is good. How dare
She
you.
also did come up to us and greet us like she knew us. It was kind of a giveaway.
Yeah, they won't recognize me.
Well,
And make sure to change your voice just in case. If you do go in.
Okay, I'm ready.
Excellent.
There's no way this can go wrong.
this should be interesting.
I will stay outside and keep watch because I know the city a little better, and I'll make sure to keep an eye out while you guys go inside.
All right.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so at this point, you guys do find yourselves in front of the Black Bastille, the telltale marble arch over the black door, and it doesn't look like there's a whole lot going on in this area. Again, this is the military district, so this is mainly where barracks are, where troops are trained and stuff like that. So not a lot of hustle and bustle around this part of town, but you do find yourselves at the doors there.
What do we see? Are they just closed doors? Or are there guards out front?
It's just closed doors. There's no guards out front of it. You would know, Alexio, typically with prisons like this, they don't really station the guards outside. They tend to, if there's going to be someone trying to sneak in or something like that, they'll have people on watch, but not necessarily in a place you could see.
Okay.
They're not as upfront about it. Most of the guards are going to be inside and all over the place inside.
Alexia,
All right.
why don't you just knock on the door?
Knocking is for people who aren't invited. I'm just gonna walk right in.
Yeah, and the doors would be open. I mean, it's again, they do house pretty bad people here, but this is where, like I said, you would go to pick up somebody who was sleeping on the street drunk or something
Drunk
like
tank.
that. So yeah, exactly, like a drunk tank. It's open to the public to an extent, to the first area, and then past that you would talk to the guards to kind of get what it is you're going for. So yeah, you open the door, you see the main not so much a receptionist, but the person who does the bookings, and the guard sees you and says, yes, what can I help you with?
Someone told me that you were carrying a small furry person into the cells earlier.
Yes, yeah, a little
Kinda
troublemaker,
covered in
that one.
Kind of covered in poo.
The scent was unmistakable.
Yes, very unfortunate. You see, I'm from out of town. We are traveling performers. She actually snuck away from the caravan last night, had herself a wild time, and got into a fist fight this morning.
Yeah, she gotta give her credit, she really gave that half-orc a thumping.
She's actually one of our biggest events.
Well, that's unfortunate that she decided to beat up a random stranger on the street then.
Yes, I
I
say,
don't think that's what happened at all. Just
Um,
saying.
Sylvia, go ahead, roll me performance
Shit.
to see how well you're pulling this off right now. Because as a Genasi, like, your look about you is pretty distinct even with the disguise. But with a good enough performance, you could pull this off.
Okay, 20 not natural.
All right, yeah.
Okay.
So,
Dirty
yeah,
20.
you come across like this like chain smoking, like older, way more maturely aged woman, and the guard just kind of looks at you. And you are?
That halfling is in my care. I promised her mother and father I'd take care of her. So what do I gotta do to get her out? Do you want money? What do you want?
Well, you can post bail.
How much?
Well, it is 25 gold to get her out, but also 25 gold restitution to the man she beat and hospitalized.
What, you rob people too and you take them to jail?
Mom, it's enough.
That is expensive.
So I just
Hey,
slammed
man.
50 gold on the table.
Okay. And you're, hey, go get the little furry one. So we'll cut to Sanguine and Garen. You guys see a guard approaching the cells, and one looks at Sanguine and says, "Hey, bail got posted. Yeah, some weird dude-looking dude and his mother."
What? For him?
Wait, who'd
Point
you point
to the
at?
hobgoblin. The hobgoblin.
I don't know. He's here for something else. Yeah, he's gonna be here a long time probably.
No. He's my my emotional support friend, and I need him, or he keeps me reined in. You see, like, or that's why I got in this predicament, because he wasn't there, because he's fucking arrested. But he had been out there, I would have been. He would have been he keeps me out of trouble. I need my buddy. He's my emotional support buddy.
Yeah, well, your buddy's trouble himself after assassinating a council member.
Which
No,
I
that
did
wasn't
not
him.
even
He was-
do.
He was with
Really?
us.
I mean, you're the only hobgoblin I've ever seen in this city, and the night you show up, the council member just happens to get assassinated.
Dude,
This
that
is classic racial profiling.
racist.
You can tell it to the
Racist.
judge.
I-
You'll have
I-
a fair trial. Ish.
When did this happen?
Well, we picked him up last night at the scene.
He was with us last night. Before. He went.
Roll
he
deception.
Oh shit! 22.
So, if what you're saying's true, then your friends out there would be able to corroborate this.
Absolutely. You tell him, my emotional support buddy, and they'll know exactly what you're talking about, and they'll be like, yeah, that's him.
Okay, the guard just, without even grabbing you, because he's trying to figure out this story, walks back, whispers something to the other guard that was stationed there, who had kind of told him to fetch you. Says, "Hey, a guy and his mom, you too.
Yeah, what do you
Yes.
want?
So your friend in there's got an emotional support friend. You know anything about this guy?"
Do I have to roll to see if I catch on?
He's not giving enough away to even make that role attainable, to be honest.
Are you just trying to get more money out of us? Huh?
He turns around and walks back to the cells. Yeah, so the old lady doesn't seem to know anything about your emotional support friend here.
What did she say?
That I'm trying to extort her.
So I think you misunderstood. You see, what she was trying to say is how much to release him. Listen.
Okay, so first off, there's no bail to assassins, right? So that's the
Right.
first thing. The second thing,
But did you tell her he was in to be assassin, or accused to be an assassin? Because you didn't, did you? Did you? Did you? No. Did you?
listen, do you want to get out of here or not?
I do, but I need my buddy.
So you're saying you're not going to leave without him?
I'm not leaving without my buddy.
Okay. So he turns around and leaves. And goes back to Sylvia and Alexio. Yeah, she says she's not coming.
What? Did you even give her a lawyer to talk to or anything?
I mean, she
When
just
before
got
you
here
put
not
her in there?
that long ago. So...
And isn't there some protocol where she gets to talk to somebody?
Listen, lady, are you a lawyer?
I can be, god damn it!
Okay, I'm gonna need you to step outside, miss.
But I'm old.
Just
Yes, go rest your old hips on a nice bench outside, if you could.
Okay. She walks outside and sits on the bench.
Do I see her walking outside and just sitting down?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You just see who's walking out looking completely shook and dejected, like, what even just happened?
I'm gonna walk over and be like, what happened? Why are you outside?
I don't know what's going on.
What happened inside?
They took our money and then they didn't.
Actually, they did not take your money yet.
Oh, they didn't? Okay.
No, they did not.
She won't leave.
Just go along with whatever she says. She's drunk all the time. Just go with it.
Okay. So I take a big breath and I go back inside.
Okay, while you guys are having this conversation, the guard looks at Alexio. Do you live with her?
Unfortunately, she travels with us.
Oh, you poor man. How do you do it?
Lots of alcohol. Listen, my little friend is a very confused being, so she might be very confused. Can I please just go back and talk some sense into her? She obviously doesn't want to leave, which is strange.
She keeps talking about this friend, saying she won't leave without her friend. But her friend's in here on some pretty serious charges.
So there's actually someone in there.
Oh yeah, there's definitely someone in there.
Okay, I was very worried for a second.
I mean, rightfully so. She's got kind of a screw loose, it seems.
Phew. But let me go look. Maybe it's one of the other travelers we're with. I just need to see. I can't say yes before I know who it is.
I'll tell
Especially
you
if
what.
it's not serious charges.
You tell me what he looks like. I'll set him free right now. It's a very... He stands out, I'll give you that much. I mean, if you can't just tell me what this guy looks like, then, I mean...
Okay, so, out of character.
Uh-huh.
I heard you guys describe him, so that's all that's going through my head right now. Is there, like, a role I can make for, like...
Okay, I'll tell you this. Based on how this place is set up, so... The room itself it's where like the bookings happen. There's a long dark hallway. They keep it dark specifically so people can't really see down. I'll give you a perception roll to see if you caught any piece of Garen's body through the bars.
Ooh. That is a 21.
21. All right. So now roll me an intelligence check, just a straight intelligence, to see if you can put 2 and 2 together here.
Oh, no.
17.
Wow. Okay. So you managed to see just like a bit of Garen, and you thought to yourself, that is a hobgoblin. That's pretty fucking terrifying. And then when the guard mentioned to you the fact that he was a very, like, he's unique and like you would know who he was, you put 2 and 2 together. It's like, She's in there with the fucking hobgoblin right now.
All right, so I kind of get my composure, and I'm just like, he's short, he's red, he's kind of ugly. He's one of the attractions.
Real quick, how tall were you, Garen?
6 foot.
Oh, I didn't realize
Oh,
hobgoblins.
I
I
thought
didn't
they were
realize
short.
hobgoblins were. I thought they were short.
No,
Yeah,
no,
same.
no. Yeah, so we'll retcon it. Say you said he's he's tall.
A tall red fucker, you know.
Okay. All right. Well, it seems like he was booked in error. So I guess that means the assassin's still out there. Just tell him to be more careful. You know.
Wait, the
And-
assassin of Shandal.
Yeah. That's what he's in here for.
You think
Probably
that
shouldn't have told you that.
hobgoblin-
What? Sorry.
you think that got assassinated?
Well, I mean, yeah, he was there. He's the only one that was there that looks like him. I mean, let's face it, they're not known for, like, shaking hands and kissing babies.
So misunderstood.
Racism. All right.
Exactly.
So, yeah, well, I guess we'll let him out. But like I said, just tell him to be more careful. And,
We need to get stronger medication for the little one. He was probably just chasing after her.
I mean, okay. Yeah, I mean, it's your guys' business. Just give me the 50 gold and I'll go get them.
By all means. And I hand it over.
Okay, so he takes the 50 gold, walks back to the cage, looks at Garen, says, yeah, well, yeah, you get to leave. And opens up the cage, or the cell, and just opens it up and motions for you both to get the hell out of there.
I'll get up and I'll just kind of like put my arm towards the back of the halfling, since I don't know her name yet, and I'll just kind of guide her out. Just like, let us go.
I'm going. You don't have to, I got it. I'm good.
Hey, we're good.
All right.
Let's
So
just
the
get
guard
out of
kind of flanks you as you guys walk down the hallway, and Sanguine, you see Alexio standing there. At this point, Sylvia, you've kind of walked back in, ready to give your spiel, and you see Sanguine and a hobgoblin being led out by the guard. And he says, "Okay, so here's your friends."
The effects,
Guys!
please.
Yay, okay, let's get out of here. Let's go.
What's wrong with you?
Their effects,
Shut up
please.
and let's go.
Oh,
Come on, let's go.
all right. There's something familiar about you.
You better shut your freaking mouth.
I'm good.
I've pat Sanguini on the head. That's grandma. Let's go.
Alright, we're going. We're going. Where we
That's
going?
me, child.
Aw.
Okay. As you guys are leaving, the guard just kind of shoots back after you guys. Yeah, I'm sure we'll be seeing you guys again.
Before I leave, I was like, would you be so kind for the effects, please?
Oh yeah, I guess I guess they'll probably be needing those. And he goes to like a back room. You just hear him rummaging through some stuff, and plops down Garen's gear and Sanguine's gear. Yeah, just
Thank
take it and go.
And I double check that Sanguine's money is still in there.
'Cause you are out of
Yeah,
the-
it's all there. They're not cryptic here.
So I get out and I hand them their things because they forgot them.
Alcohol. There you. I missed you so much.
Thank you.
Let's talk elsewhere, friend.
Thank you.
So we keep, or I want to keep on walking through the district. I don't want to be in this military zone anymore.
Okay, where is it you want to go to try to find some privacy to talk?
My room is in like the council building, correct?
Yeah, it's in the. It used to be like the palace, but it has been reconditioned to be almost like an embassy of sorts.
Okay.
It's where the council does stay.
Have I been to any hop-in taverns since I've been in town?
You haven't, but Sylvia does know of the Nightingale Inn, where she's currently staying.
We need to go to a tavern.
We can go to the Nightingale Inn. That's where I'm staying. It's pretty nice.
It'll suffice.
They got a nice bath. That's all I'm saying.
I wouldn't use the washroom for a while.
Solid advice. I see the little one is clean.
No, that is my friend's. That's my friend. His name's Goblin.
Oh,
Name
wow.
is Goblin.
It's
Nice to meet you, Goblin.
It's Gobren.
Goblin.
Oh, Garen. Garen. Sorry, she's special.
I am. Thank you.
Well,
would
whatever
take that
she
as a
is,
compliment.
she got me out of there. So, I'm very appreciative to all of you.
I believe you owe me 50 gold.
I got
I
this.
think that was to pay for her. So,
Yeah.
Could he hear? Could he hear?
Well, real quick,
No, I'm just saying personally, dude. Like, you paid for her.
Yeah,
You
I
let me out.
No, I know.
just
I know.
just meta. Yeah, they did let Garen out. You did pay for Sanguine. However, Garen, go ahead and roll. Okay, Alexio, roll deception. Garen, roll not insight. That's
Insight. Oh, okay. Ah, shit.
And it's gone.
14.
16.
okay. Yeah, as far as you know, he paid your bail.
Well,
But a beer will suffice. Let's go.
what's that?
I said, but a beer will suffice. Let's just keep moving.
That's a good idea.
Okay. So you guys travel from the military district, working your way through the central district, where most of like the houses and taverns and stuff would be. More towards like the center of the central district, where you spot the Nightingale Inn. Very modest looking inn. Obviously a tavern downstairs with it upstairs, which is where all the rooms are. And as you guys make your way inside, it's very lively this time of day. You hear like a bard playing, and you know it's pretty nice. Right now it's kind of a more mellow song. They're kind of coming down a little bit before they start their next set. But you guys make your way in.
Is it Tad?
It is not. No, he's already moved on. You know, he played his set and he's off to the next city.
So popular. I want to make a perception check. See if anyone's looking at us strange when we walk in. Like, well, no, never mind. We're just a strange bunch.
Yeah, I would say Garen's getting a lot of looks.
Has it been like announced that he was the assassin?
No, but he's a hobgoblin. I mean, it's very rare to see a hobgoblin that's not in town to try to murder somebody or do bad things.
Okay.
So, I mean, they just have a bad reputation, just much like a goblin would. Except the goblin can kind of try to hide it. It's much more difficult for a hobgoblin.
Okay. I just want to find an open booth, I guess.
Okay.
Or table.
Yeah, you easily find a booth towards the back. There's nobody currently occupying any like area around there. Most of the action is more centered towards like the center of the tavern and over at the bar itself.
Okay. So yeah, I just want to go sit down at the table.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys take a seat, and a barmaid comes up and says, "Oh, Miss Sylvia, hello.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, you changed a little bit.
Oh, it's just for fun.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I get that. I like fun. Fun's great. What do y'all have? Yeah, the regular, the usual?
Yeah, just a water for me.
Oh, just a water. Oh, cutting back today.
Yeah, I don't
Oh.
think I need to be drinking.
Oh, I don't know. After an assassination like last night, I think everybody's due a drink.
Yeah. Can I insight that? Why she wants me to drink?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm suspicious of everybody. 14.
Yeah, it was a really hard night for everybody. She's just like, oh, you know, I wouldn't
okay.
blame you if you wanted to. I'm not here to judge.
Okay, yeah, the water is fine.
Okay, what about the rest of you? Oh, you have a new friend.
Yeah, we just met him. We broke him out of jail.
The drinks will be on me.
Not broke him out of jail. Like, he was wrongly accused of something, I'm sure.
Oh my god.
She just kind of like looks at you like, okay, but if he says the drinks are on him, then I guess he's fine, right?
He's a great man.
Works for me.
Seems nice.
God red.
So, what do you all have? Water for you, yeah. The rest of you?
Beer.
What's your strongest ale?
Strongest ale? It's actually this nice Marquesian ale. Yeah. Yeah, it's straight from Marquette. It's great.
You don't say.
Yeah, no, it's got a real nice spice to it. Yeah, but with a little bit of citrus. It's an interesting blend.
I know the brand. I'll have 2.
Two? 2 for just you?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. And you sir, the guy who's paying for everything, what would you like?
I'll have what he's having.
Okay, 2 Marquesian ales. And you miss any motions towards Reyna?
I'll just take your favorite.
Okay, well. Yeah, my favorite's going to be a nice white stone red. It's very ironically named, but it's very pleasant on the palate. And you little one, are you even old enough to drink?
I am so old enough. You racist against my people?
Well, that answers that.
Alright.
What do you have?
She's already drinking. Just get her the strongest
No,
thing.
shh. You take this, and she like takes the gourd, the giant gourd off her back. Like, you fill this up, and you come back with it, right to his table. You come back. I got my eye. Okay.
Please.
You fill this up, and you got a nice tip for you.
I'm looking at Sanguini. Please.
So
Yes.
she wraps her arms around the gourd and walks away to fetch your guys' drinks.
These what do you want? What can I do for you?
You need to say please when you ask for things, please.
I did. I totally did.
Well, friend,
So, Garen, what brings you to town?
I've actually been trying to, no, actually we settled on I did, but, where did I end up, studying after I left, Zara and Brian?
You studied with a mage,
Okay.
but we didn't really nail down exactly what yet.
Okay.
Yeah, because I haven't gotten that yet. But
Yeah. I've left the Hobgoblin, empire, and to study more magic than just, what's beneficial on the battlefield. They have their academies down there, but it's rigid, and they're all evil as fuck. And I just got sick of it, so I left. I found a mage that would finish my studies, and since then I've been just traveling.
Oh, so you were there when the lady got assassinated?
I heard about it. I was not really even that close to it, but they see me and they're like, hey, that must be the guy. I don't even know who the person was.
Interesting. So you didn't see anything at all?
No.
Okay, because we, and then Sylvia leans in close and like whispers, are trying to find the assassin.
All right. That's good. Was this person important?
I think so. Alexio knew her.
she was. She was part of the council, actually. My name is Alexio Delirious. I'm a trade ambassador from Marquette. I'm here on official business, but it kind of turned into unofficial official business.
That happens.
Oh, we should probably introduce ourselves properly. I'm Sylvia. Obviously you met Sanguine. And then this is Reyna over here.
Pleasure.
Hello.
We actually all just met last night as well, so...
Ah, I see. Well, I am definitely in your debt for getting me out of there, however that happened. And so, if you want me to, if you need assistance from a wizard, I can help.
I've actually never been around magic folk before.
With what?
Oh man, it was so cool, so cool. Look at this. No poop. None. He did this.
Very impressive.
I'm so grateful.
We are
So
all
grateful.
we are actually in your debt now.
So, guys, what's our plan? Now what? What do we're out of leads. We're at a dead end.
Well, do we really want to find this person? This is what we want to do?
You know, I've always wanted to adventure. I've always been tied down my whole life. I don't really have anything else but Marquette and my skills. So, I would enjoy this pursuit. I also want to know about these elemental rifts I've been hearing about.
Ooh. Yeah, I really want to adventure. You guys have heard the tales of all those heroes and stuff. I want to be like that.
Become powerful and do good things and save people.
What about you, Sanguine? What are your aspirations?
I like to drink. Drinking's good, but this is my town, right? And there's killings going on here. And Sanguine does not allow that because my name is Sanguine. And I'm the best you've seen. And I may be a halfling, but I'm the Lord of the Ring.
Okay.
Honestly,
Do I have to
I
roll a
like
constitution?
her. I like her.
No, you don't. That was just fucking rad.
That was pretty
There
good.
is something very refreshing about this. You do not get this in the camps of the hobgoblins.
You have camps.
No, in fact, Garen, you know that you would probably be killed in the camps of the hobgoblins for anything like that.
Yep.
That was way
Oh,
too much
wow.
whimsy for a hobgoblin.
Oh, wow.
Much too much whimsy.
Well,
Raina, what do you suggest we do?
Well, I mean, we've already kind of involved ourselves. I feel like maybe we should see it through.
Yeah, definitely. Then what do we do?
Well, I think you were on the right track thinking maybe it was someone from the underbelly of the city. But, I mean, things aren't always as the same. Would it really be so obvious if it was a member of the class if they've never been this obvious before? I'm thinking maybe it was someone from the Myriad. I'm not as familiar with them. And I feel like they would try to push their competition out into the open.
Maybe, I don't know, but what I learned from the poison was that it's not something Myriad would do. This is a signature of the class. 100. That's the only thing I was able to get from the dart itself was that this was a classic class assassination.
Not to interrupt, but just from what I'm hearing, if it's obvious, it could be a setup.
They were framed.
That's what I was saying.
It's just something else to consider. I'm sorry.
Definitely.
I have a very analytical brain.
The plot thickens. I like it.
So do we find the Myriad? Is that our next step?
Well, where are the Myriads?
Everywhere, I'm sure.
Myriad.
We just have to talk to the right people. Maybe try and find someone.
But you've
Because this is messy.
but you've definitely counted out the clasp, or
Not entirely, but
Okay.
they would not be so open. I've lived in the city a while.
Oh. Sanguine, she's gonna feign kind of looking for the waitress to see where her drink is, but she's actually gonna take a look around the room to see if anyone's listening.
Okay, go ahead and roll perception.
Okay. Okay. Oh, holy shit, natural 20, so 25.
All right.
First
Um, Yeah, everyone's kind of too involved in their own like stuff that's going on in the tavern right now. You guys definitely have this little area to yourself, though. You do notice that the barmaid is walking back, like dragging the gourd behind her, while simultaneously like holding a tray of drinks. And she walks up to the table, and she kind of leans the gourd against your spot on the booth, and then starts handing out drinks. 2 of the Marquesian ales to Alexio and Garen each, and the Whitestone Red to Reyna, and a nice water for Sylvia.
Thank you.
How much do I owe?
I think it was the gentleman here who was paying.
How much was everything?
Well, for the gourd fill up as well, you're looking at 5 gold pieces.
I'll give her 7.
Well, I will make sure to take very good care of this table. You just holler if you need me, and I'm just gonna be right over there. Go clean up that mess. I don't know if you just saw that guy puke, but it's pretty gross.
Ew.
Yeah,
I've been there.
love my life. And she turns around and walks away.
Well, I do have a dinner later on I have to go to. That is the only thing that's holding me back. Maybe, I don't know, that's the only thing we have to go on. Maybe I present it to the council.
Okay, here, take it. And I give it to him.
And maybe if we can manage, or they can manage to find the gun, they could definitely compare it.
Solid opinions. See, I don't know who would want Sandal dead. I don't understand it. She was a
There
very
must be
nice
more
person.
going on than we know.
You know,
Politics are dangerous.
There seemed to be more going on in my meeting. Something they weren't quite comfortable telling an outsider.
What do you mean?
It was more about the elemental rifts, which kind of got me intrigued.
interesting.
And what are these elemental rifts?
I have no idea. They just brought it up, and I wanted to know more, and they kind of shut me out.
Have I
Garen, roll
heard-
me an intelligence check real quick.
Yep. That is a 23.
Okay, you suspect the elemental rifts he's referring to are some of the same phenomenon you had seen on your travels up to Emon, where very minor, and we're talking like only a foot or 2 wide, elemental rifts would pop into existence for just a couple of days and then vanish as if they were never there. They don't tend to displace anything. They just appear in open space and then disappear. Nothing seems to come through, nothing seems to be communicating. It's just a random happenstance as far as anybody knows at this point. And you suspect that's what he might be referring to.
Well, it does sound like something I've seen in my travels up here to Emon. You know, they appear, they don't last very long, and they don't really do anything. At least from what I've seen.
If they're so minute, then why it shut me out like that so swiftly?
There might be more to them. You know.
Well, maybe while you're at your dinner, me and Garen, since he's a scholar, while you're at dinner, we can maybe see if we can find anything on that. And ask
Perhaps.
around or look for books or...
I was going to prod a little more at dinner, but we
That
will,
would work.
we will see what
Who are you
happens.
having dinner with?
The council members, of course.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was just one or the entire council.
No, it's the entire council. I've managed to piss a few of them off already. We've only had one meeting.
No, well, that's not good.
Babe,
Okay.
stop wiggling your headphones.
Oh, can you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so what is your guys' plan?
Do I know?
Drink until dinner.
do
I
know
like
of
that
a-
one.
A library in the town?
Yeah, there is. There's it's not as big as like the Cobalt Reserve, but you do know that you would find in the Erudite Quarter would be where the main library is. That's where like all the academies and like the schools and stuff are as well.
Okay. Would I have anything from my master that identifies him?
That identifies who he is.
Yeah.
Um,
Like a symbol or a something that just like kind of shows that, I apprenticed under this wizard. I'm not saying we have to name him right now, but
yeah, no,
you
you would. It would be a half crescent, or sorry, not a half, a crescent moon sigil with like a star that it's like best way to describe it. So there's a crescent moon, and then there's like a star on the bottom of the crescent moon.
Oh, okay.
Kind of combined.
Okay.
With like an opal background, like an opal stone.
Okay. Okay. Well, we can, hang out here and drink a little bit, but Sylvia, if you want to go with me to the erudite section, to the library, and we can see if we can find anything about these elemental rifts. And while Alexio goes to dinner, is there anything else we should look into?
Not that I can think of. Maybe I'll try and see if I can find anything else on the clasp and the myriad itself. But yeah, I think we should definitely go to the library. Or maybe I'll look into the council in the library and see if I can find anything of why someone would want to assassinate her specifically. Maybe find a motive.
Maybe. Reina, what about you?
I mean, I have a few people I could talk to who might know something. I mean, someone knows something. I can ask around. I've lived here a while.
You've lived here a while. Okay, so you know people. Okay.
I've got friends.
Okay. Well, yeah. Say no more. Now, what about my little friend here?
I got people around here. I can talk to my people, and I can see what I can find out.
Inside the people talking.
Yes. Okay. So Sanguine, roll either persuasion or deception, depending on if you're lying or telling the truth. Don't tell me what it is. Just tell me what the roll is.
That would be 14.
All right.
I got a 13.
All right. Yeah. I mean, Sanguine's got people.
Well then.
All right. Well, that helps.
Sounds like a plan.
We'll go do some research, and everyone else will do their politicking.
I feel like if we also find the assassin, then it clears our friend here. No gods will suspect him for now.
Well, of that.
We already cleared him.
But as long as I'm in this city, I'm gonna get a lot of looks. It's how it is in these large towns, large cities. Whenever I'm, enter into one, I get a lot of looks.
Now, I could use that because I need to bring a lot of attention in, and I mean, you bring it in. I mean, people look at you. So I mean, you bring the people. You preach my fights. I give you a cut.
As you say that,
We should probably be on the DL on that.
as you say that,
DL?
Right. I don't know if you should be fighting anymore.
like I said, as you say that, the tavern door swings wide open, and a half-orc in half-plate armor walks in, flanked by two more half-orcs and
I
two
turned
humans.
Sanguine real quick so they can't see your face.
What? What is it? What?
Where's the little one?
Right here?
No, shut your mouth!
What?
You!
I know that ugly face.
And he strolls up. His head's still kind of bandaged up from the thwomping he took earlier, but otherwise seemingly okay. I got words for you.
Is it you're welcome?
And I need everybody to roll initiative that is
Damn it.
going to be involved in this. Actually,
I'm already
roll
flying.
initiative either way. That way, even if you don't want to be involved, I already have you in order.
All right.
Oh shit.
Jeez, I rolled the wrong one.
Okay.
Oh shit.
I got a 14.
Wait, hang on. Okay. So give me 20 and up.
24.
24.
Damn.
Okay, 15 through 20.
16.
Okay, I need 10 through 15.
10.
14.
I got 14, but Sai's got a higher dex than I do, so.
Oh. No roll off.
Now we can do it that way too, it's fine.
Either way.
Yeah. So, you can see they're not carrying weapons. They're not out to, like, kill, it doesn't seem like. But as you're saying what you're saying, Sanguine, he attempts to just grab the back of your head and slam your face into the table.
Oh. Rude.
And that is going to be a what was that, 14 to hit.
Nope.
All right. So as he goes to grab the back of your head, you dodge out of the way. However, he does have 4 friends with him, and they're going to attempt to. The half orc next to him is going to attempt to just drag you from the booth.
I do have an arm on her, so I'm not. If he does hit, I'm gonna hold on.
Oh no.
Okay, that would be a 22 to hit.
that hits. Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and roll me either strength or acrobatics, whichever, against his strength roll to try to drag you from the booth.
Oh,
Me
yes.
or
21.
That would have been Sanguine. All right, so I rolled a 15. So yeah, he tries to grab you from the booth, and Sylvia's just holding onto your arm for dear life, as it's basically like a tug of war, and he loses grip on you, and you can tell the 5 of them are looking angry. The other 3 are just going to go ahead and hold their actions to see what happens. But so far, only 2 of the orcs have tried to make a move. They don't seem interested in the rest of your friends. Really, they got the axe to grind with you. That brings it to Reyna.
I'm just going to stand up from wherever I am in the booth. I'm going to draw my longbow and set it in their face and be like, do you know what the city's been through in the last 24 hours? If you don't back off, it's not going to end well for you. We haven't done anything to you. Go away.
Roll intimidation.
Ooh. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, he looks at you, says, he points to his face, says, do you know what I've been through in the last 24 hours? And it's all thanks to that one. And he points to Sanguine. He doesn't make a move, but he's basically making his case like, I don't have a problem with you, I just have a problem with her.
And you think she can't do that to you again?
I'd like to see her try.
I'm holding my action. My attack action.
Sylvia.
I guess I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna get in between the orcs and Sanguine.
Okay.
And if you're picking a fight with her, you're picking a fight with all of us. So I think twice. We already got out of jail. I want to go back into jail. Don't make me go back into jail. And I said this crazy thing. I've done shit.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll
Literally.
intimidation.
Yeah, literally.
Clean shit.
Okay, that's not bad. 18?
18? Okay. He just looks at you and says, you've never been to prison, kid. You're not hard enough to survive prison.
Maybe. Shrink a little, but I'm still in between them. I'll hold my action.
Okay. Oh, what's your trigger? Like, what are you
My
holding
trigger-
for? Yeah.
When they actually try to physically attack Sanguine.
Okay. Alexio, that brings it to you.
So, I'm going to stand up and be like, listen, I understand you're embarrassed being just brutally mopped the floor with by this little one right here. And I quite frankly don't care what happened to your face. It's going to end up a lot worse if you do not leave this bar right now.
Okay, you go ahead and roll intimidation.
Intimidation station right here.
We have offered him a beer?
No, this is my freaking beer. What are you talking about? That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. So, you see them kind of relaxing their muscles a little bit. We demand recompense. They're not looking to attack at this point. They're looking for something.
Is it still my turn?
I'll call that your bonus action to intimidate.
I'm just going to hold my action in case they get hasty.
Oh, don't leave it up to her.
Okay, Garen.
I'm also gonna stand up.
So
I'm just
you
gonna
guys
say-
are like kind of like weirdly standing because you're like in a booth, and like the chairs don't like move away. So you're like doing that weird like half
actually,
bend.
I don't even need to stand. I don't even need to
Flip
stand.
table.
I'll just look at the guy and go, I have been to prison. And then I will cast precipitation to make like my eyes glow like bright yellow.
Okay, go ahead and roll intimidation with advantage.
I don't know. I don't have that. So that's a 12.
No.
I have 8 charisma, dude. It was my dump stat. So, and then what was I gonna say? But do you want some gold to walk away?
I want blood for blood. I'm not trying to kill her, just making a point.
I see.
It's
Why
not
don't you
about the
take
money,
your-
it's about our pride.
Why
My
don't you take
pride.
your frustrations out on someone larger then?
You haven't seen her fight. She's
I kinda
plenty large
chuckle.
enough.
No, I know, but well, funny enough though, she went to jail, and you're right here. So I think she paid.
Alright, so we'll say that's your turn. Sanguine.
Oh man. All right. Everyone knows what's happening. So okay, she's gonna start off a sentence and then she's gonna finish it after attack. She's gonna. You knew it. You knew it. She's gonna serve. You know, if you wanted to cover that ugly face of yours, and then she's going to. Right, just height difference. Is she still in the booth? Like she in the?
Yeah, you're in the
outside of
booth. You could stand on the booth. Like on the on the chair.
Table.
Well, you could stand on the table too.
Oh my god. All I'm picturing is Mini-Me when he's running across the table. It's really distracting right now. Yeah, okay, so what she's going to do is, she's going to get up like she's putting her foot up to stand on the table, but then she's gonna slip, and she's gonna end up pushing herself backwards off the table, and she's gonna try and do like a backflip and then kind of drop kick him as she's coming down.
Okay.
And then as she lands, that's when she's going to goddamn height difference. Yeah, just gonna like fall back into a bunch and Superman punch him.
Okay, roll 2 attacks.
All right. Okay. Oh, that's not good. 15 for the first one?
That just misses.
Yeah, okay. Oh, that's better. 24.
24 hits.
All right. This is not going to be a lot of damage, but... So 7 total.
7 total. Okay.
It's a lot for level 1.
Yeah.
Not bad.
You-
Yeah.
So you drop back, and as you try to drop kick him, he steps out of the way. But as he does, you prime yourself for that Superman punch and get him right in like the solar plexus, and you start. You're going to pay.
With gold?
And that brings it to their turn. And now you're in a position where it's easier to reach you. So the first one is going to actually reach for the gourd, which is not strapped on you.
Does this
Because-
trigger my action?
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah, does this trigger everyone's action
Yeah.
at once?
I know she and I
So-
were waiting for him to attack.
But he's not attacking.
Okay.
He's going for property. He's not technically attacking.
True.
Okay.
Gourd.
Okay, I wasn't specific. I'll take
Yeah. So he's going for the gourd. And I'm going to do it as a sleight of hand against your AC as to whether or not he can grab it. Because I can't think of
Okay.
exactly how to roll for this.
Yeah.
Ooh, but that's good. That is a 17.
Miss.
Miss. Okay, so
18
you
is
see
fine.
them reaching for your gourd and you're just like, no! And and basically,
Can I launch myself at it and as I'm flying by, put it on and then land with it on?
you can strap it on your next turn.
Okay. Yeah.
Because at this point, they're like, okay, fighting this many people is a bad idea, but we're getting something. So they're all just gonna try to go for the gourd.
My fucking gourd.
That's not gonna happen on that one. That's a
Let him have the goddamn gourd.
No.
change in my
Do not
dice.
say that to her.
We'll get you another gourd.
Not like this one.
Like, last guy. Oh, that's way better. Okay, that's a
Oh.
19.
That hits.
Okay, so as everyone's fumbling for the gourd, one of the human guys grabs it and is like, all right, and he is going to dump it out on the floor. And then they're all going to use their full movement
I
to
invoke
start walking
rage.
away,
I invoke rage.
just laughing their asses off at you.
Somebody grab her.
Rage.
Somebody grab her.
No, she's launching. If I don't care if she is over, she's launching back at them.
Reyna, that does bring it to your turn. They're disengaging at this point. They're walking out of the tavern.
Do I see any of the guard in the tavern?
No, they're not in the tavern.
Not even any off duty?
Not that you can see. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm still going to hold my action because I know now that her gourd's empty, I know she's going to launch for him. So when they start attacking her, I'm going to move further away from the booth, try and find a corner.
Okay.
I can't cunning action yet, but I'm going to try and find a corner.
You can use your
Yeah,
action to hide if you want to right now.
Sure.
That's-
Yeah, I'll do
that's
that
true.
then.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll stealth.
Just going to
And I'm gonna say go ahead and roll it with advantage because they do have their backs turned.
2 18s, so stealth is 27.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of find another abandoned booth towards the back, more towards the corner, and just kind of duck down behind one of the booths. And that will bring it to Sylvia.
Okay.
Just in case.
I'm gonna. Okay, so how is he holding the gourd?
Oh, he's not holding it anymore. He dumped it and just dropped it on the ground.
Oh, he left
a
the
drop
gourd?
the mic kind of thing. Yeah, he left the gourd. He just emptied it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like, as
I
a
thought
sign
he
of
was trying to
disrespect.
Steal it. Okay.
No.
I am going to grapple Sanguine.
Oh no!
You
Okay.
sure about this?
Okay,
No,
roll the hit.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's done. You said it. Roll the hit.
Oh no. What do I add? My strength?
Yeah, this will be because you're going for the grapple strength.
+0, so 5.
So you like reach across the booth at Sanguine, seeing like Sanguine's eyes just turn to fire and hatred, seeing the sweat dripping off the back of her neck as she's craning it to look at these 5 individuals walking away. As you reach forward, like you don't even muster enough strength to like actually even touch her. Sanguine, go ahead and roll perception for me real quick.
Okay. That is a 16.
Okay, and Sylvia, roll sleight of hand.
Okay. Oh, much better. Sleight of hand. That would be a 22.
Okay, Sanguine, you don't even notice. You're so pissed, you don't even notice that Sylvia just tried to grab you.
Alright.
And that'll take your whole turn. Alexio.
So I'm gonna use my action to dash in front of Sanguine.
Okay, I mean, you're all sitting at the same table, so you don't have to use your action to do that. You can easily step in front of Sanguine.
I just want to step in front of her and try and grapple her.
Okay, so roll to hit.
This is not gonna end well.
Oh, that's good. That's a 19.
Alright, that hits.
Okay, so Sanguine, go ahead and roll a strength or athletics or acrobatics against Alexio's athletics.
Okay.
See if you're
Alright.
grappled.
14.
17.
Damn.
Okay, so you manage to get your hands on her, but she just very easily just kind of wiggles underneath you and is still just staring, just boring holes in the back of these guys' head. You do have a bonus action, Alexio.
Can I grab the gourd and say I'm going to refill it right now?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
That's what I want to do.
Okay. Garen.
I'm just gonna. Okay. All right. I'm gonna slide out of the booth. I'm gonna get right in front of Sanguine, and I'm gonna say, "He's filling it up again. Chill."
Okay. All right.
Let it go.
So that'll actually bring it to Sanguine. Sanguine.
Okay.
Did either of those arguments affect you at all?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
No, she does. She's like looking right past them, like in between their legs, pretty much, like looking still at the ogres walking away. So what she's going to do is she's going to use them to climb up. Like the 2 of them, just kind of climb up ladder style, get to their shoulders, and just launch. But as she's launching, she's going to be like, "Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!" But as she's kind of waving her arms, she's using that as her dual attack.
Okay.
I'm not
so
allowing this, by the way.
no, I know that's why there's an athletics roll
Yeah.
first.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll
Everyone's
athletics.
trying to grab her
Okay.
and she's climbing.
Athletics or acrobatics?
No.
Either actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
18.
Okay, so you just like clamber up Garen and Alexio before they can even react and immediately launch yourself off. Go ahead and make one more acrobatics.
Okay. The 16.
16. Yeah, so you're kind of like spinning your arms through the air. Go ahead and make your 2 attacks.
Okay. Oh, that's not good. 15?
15 does not hit.
I think so. 19.
19 does hit.
Woot! Come on. 7 again.
Okay. So as you're kind of pinwheeling your arms through the air, you manage to kind of just smack one of the other half orcs across the back, and just kind of tumble to the ground, and come back popping back up at your feet. And he turns and looks at you, and grins.
Can I actually, like, so I'm amidst them, can I, like, try and confuse them by hiding in the legs? Because they're all clustered together.
You're not amidst them; you're behind them.
Oh, okay.
Like you kind of
okay.
smacked into him from behind.
Okay.
And if anything, you're about to be surrounded.
Yep.
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 And okay, so that's going to bring it to the orcs' turn. And now they're going to go ahead and pull weapons.
Yep.
So they all just they're not carrying like long swords or anything like that, except for the main orc. He does have a long sword. The rest of them just pull daggers on you. So the one with the longsword is going to take a swing. He looks at you and says, "This is exactly what I was waiting for. I knew you'd fuck up."
Oh,
Ooh, that is good. That is a 21 to hit.
that hits.
Ooh, almost max damage too. That is going to be 15 damage.
I'm dead.
So the first orc just slices you across the chest, and you have this shit-eating grin on your face as you think you're gonna dodge right out of the way, but you're a little bit off kilter from having just flown through the air and smashed into them, and just one swipe and you're down. And with that, he resheathes his sword, and 5 of them turn, and they make their way out of the tavern and leave you there. That will bring it to Reyna.
So are they out of the tavern at this point?
Yeah, it's not like that big an area that they had to work with. Another 30 feet and they were out the door. They're like just out the door, but they're out the door.
Okay. Then what I did was move. Just gonna run back over to the booth and be like, "Can you help her?" to Sylvia.
Okay.
'Cause I can't do anything about it.
So, Sylvia.
Okay. I planned for this. I know how to do these things. And so Sylvia runs over to her and casts her her healing light pool
Okay.
on her. It is this dice. You get 1 point of healing. You're welcome.
So Sanguine, you just kind of like sit up. The wound hasn't really closed at all. You're still just bleeding real bad.
I'm
It's
a
like
little out of practice.
it's like the blood's like coagulated a bit, and you know the bleeding's starting to slow, but you're still feeling super rough.
Then did I win?
Yes. Good job.
Yeah.
Good job. Okay, let's go fill your gourd back up, and I kind of lead her to the booth. Just like,
Right. We're gonna say this breaks combat at this point, unless one of you guys want to pursue.
No,
Nope.
I saw her get one-shotted. Mm-mm.
Okay.
She thinks she won, so I mean.
Yeah. All right. So.
And we're gonna let her think that she won.
Yeah. Oh, he just. You punished all of this. They had to
yeah.
be carried out in stretchers. It was crazy.
Oh, man, I must have been like seeing red because I don't remember any of this, but it must have been good.
There was some blood.
Yeah.
Some blood.
Is this theirs?
Yep.
Oh, they got, dude, and you just cleaned my clothes for me, and look what they did. I'm sorry.
And
That's not cool.
I'll clean her clothes again.
Okay. It takes you a good 10 minutes, but like as you're waiting for the drinks, more drinks to come and for the gourd to be refilled, you do manage to get the blood out.
Wow. Should we go to the library now?
Yeah, though I'm not sure if she should be left alone.
I'm good.
I mean, are we just sitting in the tavern for another hour so she can...
Oh, maybe.
She kind of needs to. I mean, she has 1 hit point right now.
Maybe you know what? I need a.
And she has a hair trigger.
Are you doubting my healing capabilities? She is fine, okay? I did good work.
I am.
Solid work.
It was amazing.
No, I
She
think
is good to
fantastic.
go, battle ready. So you shouldn't fight anytime soon.
Yeah, let's.
Don't recommend it.
You're right. It's not fair to them. I'll give everyone else a break.
After that, I think I want to finish my beer first.
That is
Okay.
a great plan.
All right, so we're gonna say you guys take a short rest here, so Sanguine can recover a hit die, and we'll take our break right here actually, and come back. So, folks, give us 5-10 minutes max, and we will be back shortly with Tal'Dorei: A New Dawn.
What will they do next?
Thank you for bearing with us. We are back. Perfect timing. I missed what happened, so.
Oh, sorry.
Just
We were
so-
making faces.
Oh, I was busy clicking buttons and pulling levers, twisting knobs. Wow, that sounds bad.
Dude,
Yeah.
don't stop, right? Like, not right now, man.
Producing is what I'm saying. I'm busy producing. Welcome back, everybody, to Tal'Dorei: A New Dawn. We didn't really have any announcements or anything to make, so we're just gonna kind of jump back into it here. As you guys kind of spend some time finishing up your drinks. Sanguine, did you roll your hit dice?
Oh no. Oops.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that real quick.
5. Alright.
All right. So yeah, you'll take 5 more HP.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys just finished up, and what's next?
What time is it currently?
At this point, with the prison and everything else, it's about 3 in the afternoon. You got some time until your next meeting, Alexio.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say you've got probably a good 4 hours or so.
Well, let's head to the library. See what we can find.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
Okay, do you guys all want to just travel together and kind of stick together for now, or?
Might
Yeah.
as well.
So I got my gourd full, everything.
Yeah,
Right
your
there.
gourd was refilled. Garin, go ahead and knock off just 2 gold
Okay.
for the refills, because you were so
Yeah.
generous with your gold earlier.
And I will, before we get up from the booth, like, as we're finishing our drinks and stuff like that, I'm just gonna, like, pop, and bring my, my familiar back, for the little pocket dimension.
Okay. So the 4 of you guys see Garin just kind of focus his attention real quick, and out of nowhere, a small pseudo-dragon pops out. Garin, what does your pseudo-dragon look like?
It's golden in color, and with the really long tail, and kind of like a long body, with the wings, and and when she appears, you just look up and say, cricket.
And true to her name, you just hear a.
Oh. Oh.
Dude, that is so cool.
Wow.
So cute.
They are a wizard.
Indeed.
And she kind of like lands on your shoulder, and she like drapes her tail around your neck, looking very content.
That's our standard mode.
She has modes.
Yeah. You don't want to piss her off. She can get a little feisty.
What does it eat?
Does she eat anything? I'm not sure I think.
I don't think so.
She doesn't really need to, but she does enjoy raw meat.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't need to eat to like sustain life, but she enjoys flavor.
Everyone enjoys flavor.
Eva Flynn.
Okay, so are you guys making your way over to the erudite quarter?
Yes.
Okay. So
Sipping
you
on her
guys,
gourd the whole way.
what's that?
No, just sipping on her gourd as she walks.
Okay. So you guys make your way into the streets of the central district here, and it's pretty busy. It's the afternoon, and you guys make your way to the erudite quarter. Garin, you notice, and you specifically, and Reyna, you would be super familiar with this place as well. Looming in the distance is the Alabaster Lyceum, and it is a very it's undergone some changes since in the past 100 years. It's a very tall tower with a large gem at the top, larger than any gem you've ever seen. You know that gem is not natural at all. It's red like a ruby, but it's not a ruby. And it's a very white pale building, almost crystalline looking. in nature. But you also find eventually make your way to the library, which is a marble building. It's got many columns all around the front. It looks similar to like the White House would. Without the dome, it's flat on the top, but with lots of marble pillars. And as you make your way inside, there is a halfling female, and she is you can tell she's like the librarian. She has glasses, which are more common now than they were about 100 years ago. Some of Percy's designs that he had made, while he kind of went on a binge getting rid of like firearms and stuff like that, some of his more beneficial designs did make their way into the general populace, and eyeglasses was one of them. And she's just kind of like adjusting them as she reads. And as she hears you guys walk in, she looks up and says, "Oh, can I help you?"
Excuse me, madam. And I will, I'll kind of reach into my pouch and hold out the sigil.
Oh, so you have some training.
Yes.
You're a mage then?
Yes, madam.
Oh.
I am here looking to see if we can find out some information about these, what were they called?
The elemental rifts.
Rifts. Okay. See, that's one of those things that I don't write down.
Oh, so you want to be knowing about the elemental rifts? Yes.
Yes,
Well, I mean, they were. You probably want to check the Ashari section, to be honest. That's where most of the elemental stuff would be, at least regarding the rifts. But most of those are from hundreds of years ago.
But I've seen them recently.
Oh, you've been to like Zephyra or someplace like that.
Well, on my travels from Zarm, yes.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm happy to show you where they are, but I don't know what good they're going to do you. And she kind of hops off a stool, and the interior of this building is large and ornate. You can tell they're very proud of their library here in Emon, almost like they're trying to be in competition with the Cobalt Reserve, as far as like knowledge and stuff like that. A lot of what was in this library was destroyed when Thordak destroyed parts of Emon. But you could tell they've definitely, in the past 100 years, rebuilt their collection, and it is something to be envied by people who are into the scholarly pursuits. The interior of the building, again, it's all white marble. The floor itself, also white marble with red carpeting from place to place, like in between the aisles and whatnot. Just rows and rows of bookshelves on the first floor and on the second floor and on a third floor even. Books as far as the eye can see. And she begins leading you down the main hallway in between the stacks and up a spiral staircase to the second floor. And there you find a lot of older like parchments and leather-bound books and scrolls. And she kind of points you in the direction and says, "Okay, anything you'd be looking for about the elemental rifts, they'll be down that section right there."
Thank you, madam.
Yeah, good luck. I hope you find what you're looking for.
I think any information would help.
Okay, well, you be good. And she heads back downstairs to man the front.
I'm gonna start reading.
Yeah, I'm gonna head to the stacks and start going through the books and whatnot.
Okay, so are you guys all going to be kind of digging through books, or what
Mine
are they?
likes the pictures.
Okay. What about you, Raina and Alexio?
I'll look through a few.
Reading bores me. I'm just gonna kind of sit there and like flip through pages, but not really read anything.
Okay. So Raina, Sylvia, and fucking mixed your guys' names, and Garen, go ahead and roll me investigation checks.
Okay.
Ooh, 16. Dirty 20.
All right.
25.
10.
10. Okay, Sylvia, you find a very nice picture book to show Sanguine.
Ooh, sanguine book. What I found.
Oh, I like. Can I look at that?
Yeah, we can read together. This
right.
is the only one that I found that was interesting.
Start flipping.
You find lots of colored illustrations and drawings of like things that you could consider elemental in nature, but you don't really know.
Ooh, look, that could be elemental.
It's Rusty the Snowman.
Is it? I kind of flip the book. You know what? I think you're right.
Yeah.
All right.
Want to build a Zamland?
Oh no.
Ooh.
Because we're getting all the Frozen references out there today.
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
It's not even the right weather, Sanguine. Just keep looking at the pictures. We're looking for something important, and I keep reading.
Okay, so as you guys are digging through that, Reyna and Garen, however, Reyna, you find a book, and it basically kind of details the four main elemental rifts over where the tribe of the Ashari are, and talks about how the Ashari watch over the rifts to make sure that they remain stable and they don't grow, that nothing horrible comes out of them. And that's basically what that details, mostly history on elemental rifts. Garen, you find something a little bit more recent, and it's mainly about how sometimes... That's actually perfect music transition. About how sometimes the elemental rifts become unstable in unpredictable ways. And this is not something that is like widely reported. In fact, this is just a very small passage in a very old book. But it talks about how the instability of all four elemental rifts can lead to destabilization, which can lead to pocket rifts, which are essentially the smaller rifts that you had seen on your travels. And that if the reason for the destabilization is not found, those pocket rifts can become bigger and more permanent, and can eventually lead to creatures or things coming out of those rifts. It hasn't actually ever happened before, so it's more of like a hypothesis at this point, but it's regarded as to be a sign of misfortune. Bad things could potentially happen if this is left unchecked.
And I'm gonna take that book and I'm gonna bring it over to Alexio.
Yes.
I think I found something that why they may have been trying to keep this from you.
What is it, friend?
The elemental rifts, and I'll explain it to him. You know, just the how they, you know, that when they become unstable, or you know, when the instability happens, then the small rifts that I saw pop up. But if this continues and if there's nothing found that causes it, these could get much larger, and there could be a lot of insane crap filling our world.
Interesting. My plan so far is when I'm at dinner, I'm not going to bring any of my knowledge up, because then they will know that I've been studying on this. But I'm more or less going to pick their brains, but that's definitely something to keep in mind.
Indeed.
It's definitely, we might even want to go check one out.
Okay.
You think maybe if there's so many random like pocket rifts, there might be a major one hidden somewhere that's causing all of this?
Well, there's
Like a localized area?
4. You know, you were saying there was 4 different rifts, correct, Brian?
There are 4 main elemental rifts, and that is
Okay.
where the tribe of the Ashari are stationed. There's the air, the rift for air, rift for water, rift for earth, and rift for fire.
Yeah. Okay, and that's where the Ashari are stationed. Okay.
Yeah, and they basically stay there to oversee and watch over the rifts in order to make sure that nothing comes through the other side, and that nobody goes in there to fuck around with stuff that they shouldn't be fucking around with.
Okay. Yeah. We'll need to. You might want to keep your ear out if you hear the term Ashari. That might be something. I don't know.
Well, there is an Ashari member, representative of the council, and she was the one who was most hush-hush about the whole thing.
It's probably because she either doesn't know what's going on or she's hiding something.
I kind of give Raina like a intrigued look, cause for me at least, she's been doing things that are kind of, she seems like she knows more than she leads on. But I'm not gonna say anything to her. I'm just gonna give her a look and be like, yes, indeed.
Okay.
Wait, don't my parents live up there?
They do. They live in Zephyra.
Oh. Well, guys, I don't know if this is relevant, but my parents live by the air pocket.
Air pocket.
The air pocket.
Yeah. How do you think I became this?
The air elemental rift.
Mm-hmm. It affects children that are born around there.
Is that all you know of the elemental rifts?
Yeah, that's it.
I'm going to inside.
That's all I know.
Yeah, I'll save you the trouble. That's all she knows. She was not
Okay.
part of the Ashari tribe, and the Ashari, while they're more open to communicating if something goes wrong, as far as detailing like secrets about the elemental rifts, they keep that close to the chest because they fear that that knowledge getting out will cause more people to try to tamper with them.
Gotcha.
But yeah.
Well, I think we've learned quite a bit on the elemental rifts. Is there anything about the clasp or the newer underground organization in here?
I don't think that would be information to be found here in the library. That is that's generally more the out in the streets gaining knowledge. The streetwise.
But if we go poking around too much, we might get ourselves into trouble, so that's something to keep in mind.
Yeah.
Again, just keeping notes of what Raina says.
I need everybody to roll a perception check for me.
Okay.
Oh,
19.
Oh, that's cocked as shit, but it was good. Oh, damn it.
12.
3.
8.
Perception. 22.
22.
Thank God.
Reina and Sanguine, you guys notice that there's somebody who's in the area. They're looking through books, but it doesn't really seem like they're paying attention to what they're looking at. They seem to be paying more attention to what you guys are talking about than anything else. And you notice, especially when you brought up the clasp, that their ears perked up just a little bit more.
So Sanguine's gonna stand up, but just take something out of her pocket or from underneath her cloak anyway as she approaches the person. Be like, all right, here. Oh, I know what you want. Here you go. She hands her its autograph.
Okay, so this is a tall elven male, dark long hair. He was just wearing a cloak and what appears to be like just regular leather armor, and he doesn't seem to have any weapons on him that you can see. And he looks at you and says, "Oh, thank you. You're very kind. I didn't want to say anything, but it was great that you noticed me and you gave me your autograph."
Anything for a fan, and I mean that, anything. So I mean, what part of my performance do you like the most?
Oh, the it's really the swift way you move.
Clever.
At this point, that everybody has noticed that she's talking to
Oh,
somebody, right?
abso-fucking-lutely. This is not quiet at all.
Do I recognize this person at all?
You do not.
Okay.
Do I?
You do not.
Well, why don't you come sit down with us since you're such a big fan?
Yeah, man,
Oh.
I got
What's your name?
all the stories for you.
I couldn't impose. That would be very rude of me.
No. You were invited. Sit down. Sit down.
She takes his hand and starts leading him.
Okay, he walks over, and he sits cross-legged on the floor.
Oh, sorry. I pictured tables.
No.
I don't know why.
I mean, on the lower floor, sure, but not in like the upper floors and the
We're
stacks.
all like sitting in an aisle, like college, like studying for an exam.
I mean, pretty much, yeah.
So, why are you eavesdropping?
Well, I saw them there, and I got very excited, and I didn't want to intrude.
So, what's her name? Since you're such a big fan.
Well, no one knows her real name.
What's her name that she uses that she goes by?
Extinguish, sandwich, something like that. It's
So
a very
you're not a
strange.
fan.
It's a very
You're
strange
not
name.
a fan at all. Give me that back. Rude. Alright, so not a fan. What do you want?
He doesn't say anything.
We might be on the same side here if you're trying to look into the same thing we're looking into.
Can I do a pressure point?
Explain what you mean.
Well, I said she had his hand.
Uh-huh.
So she's gonna go for that pressure point that's right here, and she's just gonna squeeze it just to kind of intimidate him a little bit to answering.
Okay, roll a strength check.
Okay. 17.
You see him wince in pain. He's just like, ha, ha, ha.
Speak.
If I tell you, they'll kill me.
Who?
They.
Yeah, they.
Who is they?
Literally just told you, if I tell you, they'll kill me.
Well, then
Darling, we'll kill you if you don't tell us.
In the middle of a library.
we will.
Maybe not today.
Would you like to live with one arm until they do find and kill you?
Go ahead
She's
and
had a
roll
very bad day.
intimidation.
Don't push her.
Go ahead and
I,
roll
uh,
intimidation.
She's crazy. I listened to her.
Ooh, 22.
Ooh.
I shit you not, it's a nat 20 on my end.
No!
I shit. It's my gray and red die. You guys know the one.
Now!
He says, you can dismember me. You can do all manner of horrible things to me, and it will not compare to what they would do.
Yeah, we can find out.
Can I insight check him to see if he's clasp or myriad? Knowing class members, I'd be able to tell if this is a reaction to us or them.
You can insight to find out if he's clasp.
Okay.
That much I can give you.
17?
17. You can tell he's definitely not clasp. But who he might be, who he might work for, it's not that obvious.
Are you trying to kill us?
I have no intention of killing you, at least not right now. You don't seem to have done anything.
Just
Then
seems
why
to
are
be
you
unnecessary.
eavesdropping on us?
You seem to have way more information than anybody else in the city has about events and things.
So I'm going to sit down right next to this man, and I'm going to say, listen, friend, do you know where I'm from?
You have an odd speech pattern about you, strange clothing, but no, I have no idea.
So how could you possibly know that what they are going to do to you is far more worse than what I'm going to do to you?
Oh, good. Definitely go ahead and roll intimidation.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay. Okay. Can you keep me safe?
Uh-huh.
Safe is a relative term. Speak.
He just kind of grits his teeth. I'm Myriad. And I have particular interest in the murder of Shendal.
Okay.
She was
Did
one
you
of
guys do it?
ours.
Oh, interesting. This changes everything. I knew it was the clasp, you guys.
How do you know?
How do I know she was one of ours?
Yeah.
Because I've met her before. I've talked to her before. I was her contact.
And who are you?
Well, I was once a friend. And we became more than friends.
Oh.
I have a vested interest in catching who did this. For more than one reason.
Sorry.
Oh no!
I've got the pressure. Sorry, what?
What?
I got.
Oh, sorry.
No, go for it.
Go. I'm not making sense.
All right, so I got the pressure point still on him. I want to see if when he was talking, if his pulse sped up at all.
It did, yes. But
Insight.
Yeah, okay, go ahead and roll insight.
All right. I can re-roll that. Right?
You're a halfling and you rolled in that one, I'm guessing?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
I love halflings.
Ooh, that's better. Insight you said? So that's 19.
19. You could tell that his pulse definitely was racing, but more out of anger towards what happened than out of lying. Like, he definitely has an emotional interest.
Okay. So she's gonna let go then of him, and she's just gonna give him this like sloppy hug. Like, it's okay. It's okay.
He just looks very confused, but he just doesn't move because at this point there's too many people who seem to want to kill him. So
Shh. It's
Do
okay.
you know why anyone would want to kill your lady friend?
It's a library.
well, I would imagine she was found out.
What's the clasp?
I'm sorry?
So, it was the clasp. This is a library. You should be quiet.
Well, that
So, was the clasp?
That's what I was aiming to find out.
Oh.
I have my suspicions, but they're only suspicions as of now. I have no hard proof, no evidence.
Well, then we're back to square one.
Are you going to kill me?
Oh, I'm not.
You did what we asked.
Right, guys? We're not gonna kill him.
She's
But,
still just hugging him. Just.
But as I said, safe is a relative term.
Well, I suppose it doesn't matter at this point. I've hit a brick wall. I'm at a dead end. I was hoping maybe you guys had some information, and I was hoping to glean it from you, but I can't even fucking do that right.
Well, I did find the murder weapon.
You did.
Yeah. It was a poison dart. And she died. From poison.
Real sensitive.
I love your description.
His dead girlfriend is like, oh yeah, she went.
That's a horrible way to die.
I mean, it was pretty quick from what I saw, minus the foaming.
Not helping.
Oh, sorry.
Not
I mean,
helping.
it's all it's just
Foaming.
evidence.
Do you have the dart?
Snod.
I gave it to Alexio.
May I see it?
How do I know you're telling the truth?
How do I know you're telling the truth?
No, Alexio, give him the dart.
Don't give it to him. Let him look.
Yeah.
There's no table in front of us. We're just like on the floor.
We're in an aisle.
You're on the floor. You're in between stacks of books, so like you have relative cover. You can check to see if anybody's like else is around, but you're not like out in the wide open or anything like that.
This goes against my better judgment, and I set it on the floor.
And he kind of looks at it, and he's definitely inspecting it very closely. May I touch it?
Anything funny, and you die.
Well,
Not
at this point,
today,
we appear to
not
be on the same
tomorrow.
side, so. And he very
Right.
slowly, with sanguine like clasped onto him, leans forward, picks up the dart, and just kind of twists it in his fingers, eyeing it. So it is as I feared. This is definitely class-made. No doubt about it.
That's what I said.
And he sets it back down and just kind of keeps his hands in visible view.
Oh man, I love this game. This is spin the bottle, and she goes to like spin the dart.
No, there's no poison on that. Put it back in the vial.
Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
I'm good at these. Oh, that's really good. 24.
Okay, 24. Yeah, you managed to spin the dart without poking yourself in the finger. And
What does
it
point at
spins.
when it lands.
I was just gonna say it actually
sorry.
it points at Reyna.
Who?
Reyna.
Come here. Come here.
Careful, Reyna, don't touch it.
Come here.
I just look at her very confused. I'm like, what?
You point to you. You know what happens. We gotta. Mwah.
Okay, I will full on kiss her on the lips in front of everybody.
All right.
Okay.
And then I will sit back
Yeah,
down.
put the back in the vial.
No,
and
it's
then
her.
that's
She
enough
got it. She's
of
got
this
it spin.
game.
By the way,
I was kind of intrigued.
No.
the guy that's with you guys right now is so confused by all of this, and he just got this look like, what the fuck?
Yeah, welcome to my world, buddy.
Yeah, he's been with us all of 5 minutes. He has no idea what's going on.
I've known you a day, and I still don't know what's going on.
I love this game, guys. This is a good game.
I think the entire point is that basically none of us know what's going on.
Yeah.
Well, we
Should
know
we
one
try?
thing very clearly: the murder weapon is used by the clasp.
So we investigate them further, but how without dying?
Well, I certainly can't do anything.
Obviously, you were found out by Sanguine.
He makes a fair point.
He contemplates throwing himself from the third floor balcony at this point.
Okay.
Is there any way we
That
can
literally
bait?
made me put my book down and laugh.
Do you guys think that there's any way we can maybe bait the assassin out? Since we know he's from the clasp and they want to assassinate myriad people, so maybe we could use this guy as bait
Patsy.
What?
That's your name.
to lure
right?
them out.
I haven't given you my name.
No, it's
No,
Patsy.
I
now.
don't think you need it.
Fancy now.
I don't like this game.
Well, I mean, I don't, unless you have an idea. That's the best idea we've got.
I mean, no, but why would I do this?
Well, you want to find the guy who killed your lady friend, your wife, or whatever.
Yes, but I'd like to be around for the revenge when it comes, not dead in the middle of the street or an alleyway.
Well, yeah, we'll catch him before he gets to you.
I believe that gentleman there said safe is a relative term.
That's why I said maybe.
But I mean,
Alright,
you're
so-
not gonna be the one with. You don't have the murder weapon on you, so why would they think it's you? You don't have anything on you, do you?
I mean, of course I have something on me. No one travels the streets without something on them.
I want
But
to
I mean-
find it and take it from him.
Okay, roll,
What are you hiding on?
roll an investigation.
16.
You don't actually find any weapons on him.
Interesting.
What does he find? What did you find?
Nothing.
Nothing, apparently.
Satchel
What do
of
you mean
gold.
nothing? What, you didn't find anything? Can I search?
Go ahead,
Start
roll
grabbing
investigation.
him.
Give him a nice little pat down. 17?
You find the same satchel of gold that Alexio found.
Oh. I don't know how you're planning on surviving when all you have is gold.
Well, he says that's all I have.
Okay.
Many people can survive with just gold.
I've managed this long.
If they have a few tricks.
few. You look
Well,
like
do
someone
we-
with a few tricks yourself, friend.
Alexio, maybe you should bring this up in your council meeting.
Bring what up?
All the information we found out about the assassination.
I don't feel that that's a very good idea.
He's one person against an entire council of people.
I am a stranger
That
in a
would
new
be
land.
Well, I think we should tell the authorities.
Definitely about the dart, but I don't think we should tell them about anything else right now. Nothing's concrete yet.
Well, the dart is concrete,
Yes, of course.
which points to the clasp. So that's concrete. The clasp definitely did it.
Again,
Maybe.
Golrin made a very good point. If it's obviously the clasp, then is it really the clasp?
That's just it. This,
All we can do is hand over the dart for now and see what happens.
Okay.
How much time has passed since we've been in the library?
So it is edging on about 6 p.m. From the time it took you to look through all the books to find the relative information to this interrogation. Yeah, it's been about 3 hours.
okay.
So, Singuin, you need to keep our new friend Patsy company.
I can do that.
Don't
I
let
got-
him out of your sight.
Oh God, please, anybody but her, anybody.
Just be happy she's clean
How about
now.
I tag along as well?
Will you keep me safe from this one?
I don't know if I could do that. She's very strong. Have you seen her?
Yes,
Again,
I felt
save
her.
it
She
for
really hurt my
her.
hand.
I will not hear you. Look, you know what? She
If you
takes the
give her
autograph
alcohol,
from
she'll
you.
like you more.
She's got a point too.
That gourd is full of alcohol. Just give her more.
Does she need more?
Yes.
Always. But you know what? Just to prove, there's no hard feelings. She takes his hand, and opens it up, and she puts the autograph back in. She closes his hand. You deserve this.
That was good.
He just closes his hand and just doesn't say anything. He just doesn't say anything.
What is happening?
Well, now, I have a dinner to go to. You guys feel free to browse about the library more. But Singuin, remember, there will be more booze if you do not let this man leave your side.
Oh man, on
And
it.
if we don't go to jail again.
Yes, don't go to jail again.
I.
There is no booze in jail.
Oh.
Remember they took your gourd away while you were in jail.
Yeah, that was so mean, and he kicked me too.
How
Yeah.
dare he?
So rude. I don't think he liked me. Who
He's
doesn't
having a
like
whole-
me? Like, I'm the Sanguine. Don't
You have
answer
a-
that.
You have a "the" in front of your name.
I am the Sanguine. Sanguine. The Sanguine. And that's Goblin.
The sandwich?
Goblin the
Goblin the Sandwich. You are a funny looking sandwich.
No. If I'm Goblin, you're Sandwich.
Oh my god, it's their pair name now.
Oh my god. That's not my name, but you know what? That's okay, Goblin.
Yeah. That's not my name either. But you know what?
You.
You can say whatever you want, little one.
Alright, well, you told me the wrong name. That's on you.
Here, why don't you have another drink?
I would love one.
Yeah,
You are so nice.
I know.
Okay,
Okay,
I'm
guys.
just gonna leave them to their vices and so on.
Okay. So, while you start working your way out of the library, just hearing the sounds of Goblin and Sandwich arguing amongst themselves about whose name is really what, you start making your way back to the Cloud Top District.
Okay.
You notice that time is starting to get kind of short, so you don't really stop at your room or anything to get gussied up. You figure your regular clothing and armor will do. As you make your way back to the same room where the council had held the meeting before.
Okay.
As you kind of approach the doors, you're led in by some guards who kind of usher you in, and you see an empty spot at a table where there is a small feast that is prepared. And you see all the council members sitting around, and none of them touch their food. They're all waiting for you.
Sorry I'm late. I got held up. Foot traffic, you know.
You see Nita. She's like, yeah, I'm sure.
Plus, I am a stranger in a new place. I need to find my way back.
And Arisa kind of looks at Nita and says, It's fine, Nita. It's fine. He is a guest in our country. Let's treat him as such. Apologies, Alexio. Please, sit down.
Well, forgive my rudeness. I bid everyone a good evening. And as I sit down.
And Tanthal sees you and says, It is a pleasure to see you again.
The pleasure's all mine.
Well, would you like to get the nasty bit of business out of the way before we eat, or would you prefer to eat first before I tell you what we have decided?
You must be more precise on what nasty business you speak of.
Oh, all business is nasty. That's the least fun part of these meetings.
Let's talk and eat.
Okay. So food is served to you. There's boar, there's elk, there's various plant life, like kind of like garden salads made from local vegetation, and like oil-based and like vinegar-based dressings. There are like potatoes cooked various ways. It's a pretty fine meal. And as the food's being served, Tantha looks at you and says, Well, we have discussed it amongst ourselves, and while we had a difficult time agreeing to what we thought, and he looks at kind of Nita and she gives her a dirty look, he says, we did come to an agreement. We would be honored to do business with Marquette, specifically Shamal, but we do have to look after ourselves as well, and free trade would not be good for us. Therefore, if we are going to accept trade, all goods traded with Marquette would have a 15% tax or a tariff on anything imported to Tal'Dorei. And we would accept no tariff on your side. That is the best deal I could muster.
So, I need a few moments to process this. As I'm eating my food, you've all had your time to discuss. Now I need to take time to think to myself.
And as you're doing that, some wine is being poured in a nice goblet for you.
This is a lovely dinner, by the way. Thank you all.
You're very welcome.
So now Alexio sets his stuff down, kind of wipes his face. He stands up, not in an aggressive manner, and puts his arms around the back, and he's sort of pacing the room. And he's thinking to himself, and he goes, I accept your offer. I must understand one thing, though. Why is it that all of you have so much mistrust between all of you?
And Finthony, out of everybody, kind of sits up and kind of stands on his chair so that he's not as short as he actually is, to address you. Well, you know, it's not so much a mistrust as we all want what we want, and it's really hard to agree.
How so?
Well, I wasn't necessarily a fan of the tariff, but I understand its purpose because they will need to expand the promenade, and they will have to expand security and add extra ports to deal with the incoming trade ships from Marquette. We're a big, trading city here, but I mean, not big enough to handle the amount of volume you'd bring in. That said, I thought it was in poor taste to not offer anything in return. But some people, and he actually looks at Nita again, think that we need to see what you have first before we can agree to any further terms. And that this is essentially just kind of the beginning of a beautiful relationship.
Fair enough. I want to finish off my statement by furthermore apologizing to Nita. My words were not meant to be daggers, and I'm sorry if they were perceived as such.
And you see her hardened exterior kind of soften a little. She says, I accept your apology. It's a big man who can stand in front of a room like this and apologize to, even if they didn't mean what they said, to still take responsibility for it anyway. That's a big man, and I can accept that from you.
Thank you. Also, furthermore, if we are going to be doing trade with Marquette, or Tal'Dorei is doing trade with Marquette, I feel it is necessary to have a representative in the council.
And you kind of see them all look at each other, and some of them are nodding, some of them aren't really making any kind of head motion one way or the other. And Tanthal addresses you. Do you have somebody in mind?
My brother.
What kind of man is your brother?
My brother is a smart man. In my opinion, and in most of my teachers' opinion, he's probably more fit for this position than I am. See, my brother is younger than I. This is why he did not get his seat in my position. Furthermore, he has been wanting to do this for his entire life. He's been trying to best me in every way possible. I feel that it is proper for him to be the representative of Marquette. Not necessarily the ambassador of the trade from Chandel, but a representative.
We can grant you this. He will have a seat at the table with the council, but he is a foreigner. He does not know Tal'Dorei like we do. He won't have say in the affairs of Tal'Dorei. However, in affairs that do have to deal with Marquette, that is where he will have a vote and a say.
Understood.
If that is amenable to you, then send word to Marquette, and we will make a seat for him at the table.
Sounds good. In the meantime, can he make his home in Marquette? Just to learn a little bit, or in Tal'Dorei, just to learn a little bit more about your culture and your ways.
We will set him up with a penthouse at one of the nicer taverns, and see how it goes, and see about building him a home. A modest home, but some place for him to stay.
Fair enough. I believe this meeting went very well.
I think it serves all of our interests. It's not enough for Tal'Dorei to expand its own trade routes. It's good to get out into the world and start dealing with other cultures. We thank you for taking the time to meet with us and bringing us this opportunity to be able to expand our own relationships.
Absolutely. It is a great honor to even be sitting at this table. Our trade routes have been cut off for many years, and it is time to rekindle that flame. Even if now it's just a step in the right direction.
Well, small steps lead to great leaps with the right attitude. And I believe you have the right attitude.
And one last thing.
Yes, of course.
Ever since our last meeting, this talk of elemental rifts has been ringing in my ear. I want to know more about them. I'm very intrigued. For you see, Marquette is a very boring place.
Man, you kind of see Arisa stiffen at the mention of the elemental rifts. What is it you wish to know?
just from talk of the taverns, I do realize, or have come to realize, that they have been more frequent. Popping up here and there, all about. From what I understand, that's not a normal thing for them to do.
It's not. At most, we know there's some kind of destabilization. But we don't know what's causing it. We've sent teams into each of the rifts and nothing has been found. We don't know why it's happening, and without knowing why it's happening, we can't do much about it. All we know is they're becoming more unstable and they're becoming more frequent. Past that, we don't know what happens if it continues the way it does. For all we know, they could flame out on their own, or they can get worse. We just don't really know.
And you have contact with the other Ashari tribes?
Yes, of course. Well, the Voice of the Tempest does. I don't, per se. But I get my orders and I hear word from her.
And everything seems to be checking out on their end. They don't know where the disturbance is coming from.
Exactly. Like I said, we sent teams into each rift. And we've lost good Ashari in doing so, but the teams that have come back have reported nothing out of the ordinary, just the normal. The normal dangers.
Tell you what. I've always wanted to adventure. Send me and a small party to try and dig out what we know. Or try and dig up something new. Maybe fresh eyes is what this project needs.
There might be a way. Going into one of the main elemental rifts, it won't yield any results. We've done that already, but if we could find a way to stabilize one of the randomized tears, we might be able to send you through. And maybe you could get information that way, but if we do so, there's no guarantee we can get you back. We can only hold them open for so long.
Life is all about risks, isn't it?
If you would do this for us, then we will call upon you when the next closest one pops up. And we will hold it in place as long as we can. We'll call in reinforcements from the other tribes and see if we can hold it. And see if we can enlarge it enough to at least get you through.
I am ready.
Do you have a team in mind?
Yes. They're actually waiting at the library right now.
Well, then I think it's best you get back to them and tell them what we told you. And make sure that they're prepared. We don't know what will be on the other side. It could be very dangerous. It probably is.
Very, very much appreciated. Also, one last thing before I go. This was pulled off the neck of Shandal the night of her assassination.
And you hand it to Tanthal, and he looks at it. How long have you had this?
Just last night. Long enough to study the poison.
And what kind of poison is it?
From my intelligence, it's poison used of that of the clasp.
This is very troubling indeed. Do you know what the motive would be? Why the clasp would be after one of us?
I know not. I only knew Chandel for the brief moment I was here. She was the first person that was kind to me when I arrived. Like I said, I've been itching for adventure, so we found this dot, we studied it, and that's all we were able to gather from it.
Itching for adventure, you say?
Yes.
Well, since we're doing business together and we're about to set your brother up with a nice, tidy home, we are willing to offer you and whoever you might be working with 500 gold. If you can get us the information to bring the perpetrator to justice, and you are able to keep this quiet and not panic those in the city proper. We've had too much peace for too long to let it be jeopardized by this.
I see. I will relay the information to my team.
Make good,
I
and so
accept
will
this.
we.
Like I said, stepping stones. I bid you all a good night.
And
you for
Tantal actually reaches out his arm to kind of, like, shake your hand.
I reach and shake again.
Okay. I'll look forward to seeing you again. If you need us, send word and we'll convene, and bring your team next time. It'd be great to meet them.
Are you sure?
Well,
one of them is quite the handful.
Well, I was sure. Now, not so much.
Have you ever seen the screenplay The Muppets?
I believe it was performed, yes, once at the amphitheater.
There's a creature there that goes by the name The Thing. Or the animal, that's the one.
Oh, the one that plays on the skin drums.
That one.
Yes.
Strongly resembles
Oh my.
Furno.
Well, if you trust this person, then bring them along too, I suppose.
Just hide the flammables.
Duly noted.
Well, have a good night. Thank you for dinner. Bye all.
Ta-ta.
Okay. So, while that's all happening, what are you guys doing at the library?
I actually wanted to take a rest to try and get some HP back. But
You're
you
supposed
are
to be
out
watching
of,
a man.
You're out of hit dice. You only have the one until you take a long rest and get it back.
okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
so I mean, you can rest, but you won't really gain anything from it.
Never mind. She'll just continue looking at the pretty pictures.
Okay. Are any of you guys doing anything else?
Can I ask the unnamed elven man if he wants to take a walk around the library just to stretch our legs, because we've been sitting in this cramped hallway for probably like what, an hour or two at this point?
It's been about an hour, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna be like, do you want to take a walk? My legs need stretching.
And he just kind of looks at Sanguine. Will it get me away from her?
As long as she doesn't follow, but I think she's pretty content right now.
Then yes, let's take a walk. And so he lets you lead the way.
Just walking around.
Okay, just walking around.
Far enough away from the group where they won't be in earshot anymore.
Okay, so it's like the way it's set up. It's like kind of goes in a big circle around the wall, and that's where like all the books are, and there's stacks in between. So I'd say when you get to like the other side, you know for sure that nobody could possibly hear you.
Orwalker just like, so what made you think we know anything? Like, how did you come about us?
Well, I heard the human talking about Clasp, and I started to listen.
Were you just in here?
I
Or
just
were you
happened-
following us before?
I just happened to be in here, and I heard you guys talking, so I took interest.
I'm really looking at him. I'm like, really? Just looking at him, like, I really don't believe that.
I mean, doesn't matter, you're already using me as bait.
I mean, are we though?
That's
That
what
plan
you
was
said.
very confusing.
That is what you said. You said you were using me as bait.
I didn't say anything, if you remember correctly.
What is it you want from me?
I just want to know how you found out about us, that's all. Like, did you
Yes.
honestly just perusing a library in the Erida Quarter as we happened to walk in?
I noticed you all take flight last night, and thought maybe you knew something because of the haste with which you moved. And the fact that you had the gods flanking you, it made you look important. So I took interest.
The Marquesian has some pull. He's new. There's some kind of trade route being developed. That's why they were allowing us to do these things.
Really?
I think he literally just wants to kiss on my new companions. So he kind of just came with us with drinks, and that's how we knew him. We haven't even met him before last night.
Well, I assumed, and it seems rightfully so, that you guys might know something or be onto something, so I followed you, and then I lost you, and then I saw you again, and then I followed you again.
So you did follow us.
Yes.
Okay.
It was
That's all I wanted to
sometime
know.
after you entered the Erudite Quarter, I started following you.
I can't believe there's Myriad here in the city already.
Okay.
It's like a fairy tale or something. Like, don't know. I've lived in the city too long.
How do you mean a fairy tale?
You know, the talk of like thieves guilds, assassins guilds, and big cities like this. We've had so much peace for so long. It's kind of weird.
There's lots of stuff that happens in the shadows that regular people don't know about. It's usually better that way.
And while we're walking, and I have him distracted with conversation, I want to try and sleight of hand the blowgun into his bag.
Okay.
The what?
Go ahead and roll sleight of hand.
Can I roll with advantage because I have him distracted?
I'm gonna say no because
Damn it.
he's not really distracted. Like, he doesn't know what you're doing, but he's also a spy. He's not stupid.
Right.
So, yeah, just go ahead and roll.
Shit, I dropped it. Shit. That doesn't count.
No, it doesn't count. Go ahead and roll again.
It's on my carpet. It doesn't count. Oh, I'm so nervous. Okay. That's cocked. Oh, fuck, it's cocked on a 20. I'm so mad.
Oh.
It rolled between my box and my like hole puncher. Okay, 18 plus sleight of hand is 20. I don't know how to count. 25.
Okay. So, I could have avoided all that tension right there just by telling you I rolled a nat 1 for his perception.
Nice.
But I'm kind of a dick. So, yeah, like as you're chatting up with conversation, like every so often you like make contact with your hand like on his shoulder or something like that. So when you actually do that and use the other hand to slide the blow dart gun into his jacket, he doesn't notice at all. He has no idea.
And can I retcon and say that I, like, when my contact gave me the gun this morning, that I slipped something into the barrel, and I'll send you what it says?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, but hey, I'm really sorry about her, you know? I've met her a few times at the social stuff, and she's really nice.
And you see him just kind of gaze kind of off into the distance at the mention of, you know, her being a good woman and stuff like that. And you could see like tears misting in his eyes a little bit, and his eyes just welling up with tears, he says. She really was.
But hey, we live long lives. You're going to be able to honor her memory for a long time.
Well, if I could find the bastard who did it. And you see a single tear roll down his cheek.
Hey, I would not. Come on, before we get back. Just
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
composure. You got this.
Yeah.
You got
No,
this.
I do. I'm good.
And we're heading back around. I'm assuming back to the group.
Yeah. Because he's following you. Like you're leading for sure. He knows that he's kind of your prisoner, essentially. So yeah, you guys head your way back, and Sylvia, since you're not nose deep in a picture book, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Me?
Yeah,
Okay. Just making sure I heard that correctly.
you did.
Okay. Perception. 16?
16. You notice that when the guy returns, his eyes are a little bit puffy and red. That's all.
Oh. Are you guys okay?
Yeah, it was a good talk.
Okay.
This is a good friend you have here. She's a really good person.
Yeah, I think so too. She seems nice.
She is.
I really wish we could have gotten to beat up those half-orcs earlier.
We did.
Right. I mean, they were. I did. I won.
He took all of the half-orcs. I'm so upset.
Oh, you know what? Don't even worry about it. I got you guys. You guys just sit back. I'll take care of it. Love you guys.
Alright, well,
I'm sorry, I'm just watching Garen just like, oh god.
Especially that guy. I mean,
It's getting pretty late now, right?
Yeah, it's about this point. Alexio kind of makes his way back into the library. It's been about an hour and a half. It wasn't a very long meeting. And the Cloud Top District's not far from the library at all. So it didn't take him very much time to walk there and back. And Alexio, you walk back and you see everybody sitting where they were.
Wow. I'm happy to see you all here.
Well,
Especially
we didn't tell you we were going to go anywhere to meet you, so we kind of just stayed.
I'm just glad that it just happened to stay here and not in the streets.
We're not in jail. It's okay. Darling, it's fine. We're not in jail.
It's okay. The little one was tired, so.
We obviously have to go to another inn and get her more booze.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea. I have lots to tell you.
Ooh, I'm excited.
See, I love stories.
What?
Let's go.
What should we do with Patsy first, though?
I guess you're just kind of stuck with us for now.
Yeah, dude, we might as well just keep him with us. I mean, we want to find out what happened, right, guys?
Yeah.
No,
Absolutely.
definitely. Especially for this guy, because I mean, it was the love of his life and stuff, so that's what feels bad.
Of our long lives.
Dude.
Sorry, I had something in my throat.
I don't know anything about that love stuff.
That love stuff.
But do we need to do we need to keep him prisoner?
Well, not
Absolute.
prisoner, but I mean, you should probably stick with us because we're the only people who are actually like looking
Yeah.
or are close to finding the killer of his wife.
So you're part of this motley crew now.
I'm assuming I don't really get a say in the matter.
Nope.
Would you like to find this person you, I don't know, is that loved? Person that killed the person you love?
Every time you do the fucking air quotes with love, you just see him just wince in pain. Like emotional trauma.
Just pat him on the shoulder a little bit.
Dude, I know. I know what it's like to lose a loved one. Like,
He hears Sylvia
Dude,
going
poured my
every time the air quotes happen.
he like poured my alcohol all over the floor, and it was like
It was agonizing to watch.
it hurt so much.
Sanguine, I don't think that that's comparable. But
I think for her it is. For them it is.
questionable.
I love
Questionable.
It was
this. Except I don't love.
So he just kind of looks at you guys. He's like, I've made a decision. I'm going to walk away now. And if you need to kill me, then kill me. But there's no fucking way I'm staying with you. You guys are crazy. And I'm not convinced that you guys are going to be able to figure anything out. Thank you for the information. I really appreciate it. It was a great information exchange.
Hey, wait.
And I'm leave. What?
Wait. What if we find something out? How can we find you?
I'll find you.
Okay.
Okay, well, that was really rude. Hope to see you never. And I leave. 'Cause my feelings
Actually,
are hurt.
likewise. Actually, likewise. And he
Before
just...
he can go, I want to put my arm around him. I do insist you stay. Let's go to the tavern.
No, let him go. He made it clear he doesn't want to hang out with us. We're not cool enough for him.
Roll an intimidation, Alexio.
Oh 13.
Another fucking nat one.
Wow.
He's like, or I can go with you, I guess. As you've made it very apparent, you're not really gonna let me go, are you?
Scream and you lose toes.
He looks down at the boots he's wearing. He's like, that seems like that would be a lot of work.
No.
This little piggy went to the market. This little piggy went somewhere else. And that little piggy went bye 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 bye. And that's gonna be your little piggies.
I feel like this is gonna be either a very slow death. It's definitely gonna be a very painful death. I'm still contemplating running, so if you're gonna take me somewhere, why don't we just go?
Yeah, let's
So-
go.
Yeah, I start heading towards the tavern we were going to. With friend underarm.
All right. And with friend under arm and new information gleaned, heading back to the tavern, that is where we're going to call it a night for this session.
How did these go by so quickly?
I don't know, I have so much fun.
I know.
Yeah, you guys bypassed a couple of combat encounters there for sure tonight. But I hope you guys had a lot of fun with it.
How did I
regardless.
manage to do that?
You didn't so much as everyone else managed to pull together to not let you die.
This is weird. This is
Thank
so
you.
weird. I'm so used to just punching people in the face instantly.
Right? Right?
You said what?
Charismatic people.
Inflict wound.
You came close to our table?
How dare you?
You looked at us funny.
Oh god, you guys are cracking me up.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun.
All right.
Yeah, I remember when I first watched your guys' first episode, I was looking at all your stats going, oh, this is like dumb stat intelligence.
Yep.
And then, you know, now that I'm like in the mix with a very intelligent character, I'm like, oh wow.
Quite the difference.
This is a fun balance.
What's kind of funny though, Garen, is like being a hobgoblin, like you kind of have like a Wookiee life debt for for them getting you out of prison.
Oh yeah, I know.
And it's like God, just like you know that you're smarter than everybody, but you're like, but I still just have to help these fucking people.
He's my emotional support buddy. He has to be there.
I have a +2 in intelligence. It's not that bad.
No, I know. But like
Minus one.
only like one person had like their like not their lowest score in intelligence, and I was just like I was laughing. I was like oh my god.
I think
Yep.
every character I've ever made has had just very low intelligence. I don't.
I just
That
decided
was
to be squishy.
Yeah, though when I tried to like be intimidating, I realized, oh right, I have an 8 charisma. I'm not gonna be that.
Be intimidated by my brain.
I mean, I might have resting bitch face, but that's
Don't
not
you get
really
advantage
scary.
whenever like you say anything with no emotion? But Maddie, the trick is you can't laugh. You can't. You
I
have
know.
to stay
It's
stoic.
So hard. It's so hard. You're
With this team, yeah.
cracking me up constantly.
All right.
I'm sorry.
So real quick, Maddie, it is an honor to have you join the game. Thank you.
Thank
That's
you.
first thing.
Yay,
Thank you guys for letting me join the fun.
Secondly, real quick, I want to go through followers and all that fun stuff. PV Fiera followed. Thank you so much for the follow. Along with Major Stoner 7, gave us a
Nice.
follow, and I
Ooh,
saw them
I
in
like
chat. Thank you for popping in and enjoying the show. We got 100 bits from Solobon09. That would be my partner in crime, and again, the whole reason we're even doing this. Quinn Sullivan. And he gave a cheer 100 for Sanguine. And I forget what that was for, but it was...
I can guess.
It was something in the tavern, I remember that much.
I think it was my I don't even know what to call
I
it.
think
Her
was
little
slipping
my
on the
name.
grapples. Oh yeah,
Oh.
no, it was the freestyle.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
it was the
that was
freestyle.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Uh,
feel it.
We got a host with 10 viewers from Exploding Dice. Thank you so much for bringing those people to give us a little peek there. I got X Calamity with like stuff on either side who gave us a follow. Tipsy Fishes also gave us a follow, and then like as I'm talking, I just got 3 more. So Skrizniz420, Rderekep, Rderekp. Sorry, I'm butchering all these names.
Derek.
Oh,
He's the DM for my Monday night game.
Oh, no shit. Hey,
Oh,
thanks for
nice.
stopping by. And also, thank you for the follow. Uthmathar88 also followed. So thank you, everybody, for all the follows, all the love, for hanging out with us, watching the show, hopefully enjoying what we're doing. This is really kind of the setup for everything that's going to be happening in the first arc of this story. So it's only going to get more interesting and intense from here. And with that, we'll do the around the table real quick. Sai, where are you on the internet, and what kind of stuff are you doing where people can follow you?
My name is Sai. I have a Twitter. It's at SaiNoel1.
Oh, more bits. Huh?
Woo! Bits!
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Okay,
PV Fiera.
Thank you.
That is awesome of you. Really appreciate it.
You can
You're the
find
best.
me on Twitch at PervySage with a V. I commented. I'm right there. Check it out. I don't really stream too much, but every once in a while I'll hop on the stream. Yeah, that's it.
All right. Carrie.
All right. So yeah, Carrie, you can find me on DeviantArt, Instagram, Twitter, and all those good name things under the name Shrieky, SHRIEKEE. We have the Threads of Fate games on Fridays. We have Galactic Mistakes happening someday. We're not sure when yet. It is a mystery. And then we have the Nerdy Point of View podcast that I do here with Brian, as well as Martin, aka Grifolian. They come out every Wednesday. So today you can listen to this week's episode right after this. I mean, go right now. Sanguine is telling you. All right.
All right.
Yeah, that's it.
Maddie.
Hey, I'm Maddie. You can find me on Twitter, and that's kind of about it for the most part. Everywhere else, I'm just kind of not really there. So, so many games, and I play here on Wednesdays and here on Fridays, and I also run a once a month Vampire the Masquerade one-shots on the Thread Raiders Twitch channel. And our next game is June 5th, Tuesday. That one's going to be starting at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. And that episode will also be produced by my buddies here at Soul Bear RPG. This time it'll be Quinn. Last time it was Brian. And I'm so grateful for just everything you guys do. You guys let me play games. You guys let me you help me run games, and I don't know if I would really be out there streaming or anything without you guys. So I love you.
Oh, love you too, Maddie. Thank you, buddy. Riley.
I'm Riley. You can find me on Twitter at Riley Avery. This is my D&D spiel on Wednesdays. I don't really stream too much other than this. I am a hairdresser by day. So you can find all that stuff on Instagram at Hair by Riley Avery. And yeah, that's me. That's what I do.
Right on. And Dana.
Hey guys, I'm Dana. You can find me on Twitter at Dana Leby. It's below Dana Leby. Wow, I don't know how to word now. It's like now. So, but you can find me here on Wednesdays. This is pretty much what I'm doing right now until some other things get cleared up. And then I'm also going to be in said Vampire the Masquerade game on June 5th.
Woo!
So I'm pretty excited for that. And hopefully I get to do more things in the future.
Right on.
Skundara.
Okay, well, that leaves me. My name is Brian. I was your dungeon master today. And that is a thing I have not been for a long time, so I'm still kind of getting back into the swing of things. You can find me at Captain Sugar Bear on Twitter. That's at CPT Sugar Bear. It's right there on this bitchin' overlay that I made. And I always say that I made it because I'm very fucking proud, because I am not an artsy type. Thank you. You can also find me. I'm half of Soul Bear RPG. One of the co-owners, co-founders, co-best buddies. And you can find that account at Soul Bear RPG on Twitter. Also, make sure to go to nerdypointofview.com to check out all of the episodes that we have there of the podcast. Like Carrie said, we did release a new one this morning. So it is out there. It is called Human Water for a reason. Make sure to tune in and find out what that reason is, because it's pretty fucked up, but also really funny.
Yeah.
They're always really funny.
Thank you. Thanks.
Except when they're trying to be serious, like when you guys are talking about serious subjects, it's still kind of funny, but it's always.
We still end up getting derailed, Maddie. Don't lie.
Oh, yeah. I know. I've been on twice. It's okay. I understand.
Yes, you have seen how the sausage is made, and it is not pretty.
No,
Yeah.
it is not pretty,
Wow.
but it is awesome.
So many eyebrows just raised there.
But it tastes so great.
Well, that's a good time for us to sign off. So thanks again, everybody who tuned in, everybody who followed, everybody who donated bits. We are having a lot of fun doing this show for you. So make sure to tune in next week, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for Tal'Dorei, A New Dawn.
Woo, more
Goodbye.
bits.
Woo!